the semifinals of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
Christy Yamaguchi reclaimed her title as Queen of the Ballroom.
They're down to what on Dancing with the Whirly Twirly Stupid Stars? 3. Just like on American Idol, they're pretty much on the same little schedule, or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jason Taylor's still in. I heard Christy Yamaguchi's still in. Jason Taylor's still in too,
Yes.
right? See, he's the winner. I mean, you don't have to watch it. It's so predictable who's going to win from the very beginning to me. I said on day one, once he proved he could move a little bit, that Jason Taylor was going to take this thing.
Did really well.
An athlete is always in the final two if he's not the winner. Jason Taylor's your winner this year. Christy Yamaguchi can forget about it. You don't need to watch it, Terry. Consider it over. I saved you hours of your life back.
I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. 1-866-663-T-Man. I see you have a magazine article cracked open. I see you have stories to your left. We'll get to all that. Let me sneak in a couple of calls here and there in the final hour of this program, Terry. A very important hour, don't you know? And Jay is on the line. 1-866-663-T-Man is a toll-free number. Get your calls in now. Yes, Jay.
What's up, T-Man? How you doing?
Good, Jay. Thanks for asking. I really appreciate your concern. If it's a genuine concern, I appreciate it.
Always. If not, my mornings would be awful.
Oh, wow. All right. It's a little serious now, but that's all right.
I have a relationship problem.
A relationship problem. Well, I'm going to be happy to solve it for you. I'm going to predict that it's going to be easily solved ahead of time, Jay.
Well, I've been with this girl for 2 years.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Never mind. Okay, no. Yes. 2 years he's been seeing a girl that you're living with, or no?
No, not living with.
Not living with. How old are you, Jay?
27.
Who the hell doesn't live with? Don't you live with someone you're with 2 years in this
Not
world of
necessarily. It's
ours?
kind of nice to hear
close.
these days.
You kind of need the Batcave to escape to.
I just figured everyone is so in a rush to move in with everyone these days. I like it the way Jay's doing it. Don't get me wrong.
It's kind of refreshing,
Men need
isn't
their
it?
space now more than ever.
Whoa.
And the fact that Jay didn't adhere to her overwhelming demands of let's move in together like every woman obviously is doing out there.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so cool. You want me around every second, don't you?
You love me so much, don't you?
Yep.
Oh, you're not going to prove it by moving in? Oh, you must not like me enough then. Make him feel guilty, move in with that hasn't happened here. Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, she's been really controlling as of late. I mean, actually, since throughout the whole relationship, but... we get along, we're together, but, there's times where I need to hang out with my friends and...
Of course. Imagine how much worse it would be if she forced you to move in with you.
Whoa.
See, I say that pretty much tongue-in-cheek, Terry, where I discuss that a woman is the one who's always the one who forces a man to move in with him. I say it honestly, tongue-in-cheek, but there are some people out there that take me so seriously that I get, I almost want to disguise that I say it tongue-in-cheek.
Oh.
I'm almost glad that some people have tough times deciphering me, because I love the emails I get from women that say I'm so what's the exact phrase that they use? I'm so...
Misogynistic?
I don't hear that one. I'm sure if they knew that term, they would use it more. But, feminist kind of stuff. When it couldn't be more.
That crap, whatever that is.
The opposite of the feminist. Right. Well, come on, what's the term that everyone...
Chauvinist?
Yeah, chauvinist. Yeah, stuff like that. But more modern terms that they're finding these days. And the reality couldn't be further from that.
Right, okay.
All right?
Okay.
Not only do I love women so much, Terry.
Yes.
But I admire women more than the average guy. I promote women more than the average guy.
Okay.
I loft women more than not just the average guy, but the average woman, that's for sure. Because women are so desperately trying on a regular basis to keep other women down. Here I am, doing the opposite. So to get emails like that, if I wasn't such an easygoing guy...
Why are you yelling?
Would be so... Because it's ironic, because I'm saying I'm an easygoing guy and yet I'm yelling at the same time. You can't follow along.
She's not.
Yeah, she has a difficult time sometimes. I'm such an easygoing guy! You get it now, Terry? That it would bother me. But it doesn't bother me, Terry. It only humors me because I know the reality of the situation. That I am a true lover of women in every sense of the term.
All right.
And a pro-woman person in every sense of the term. More,
too.
yes, more. Well, leave it alone here. More than just the average woman or person, Terry.
Okay.
So shame on you, ladies, who write those emails, even though they don't bother me. Shame on you for writing them because you're completely inaccurate in doing so. Just wanted to make that clear. Okay, Jake, go ahead.
So on Friday we had a problem, and I mean we've been having problems lately. Just quarreling a lot, and
Quarreling? Who the hell uses that term, man? Good word, man. Good word. They're quarreling a lot.
Quarrel doesn't sound like that serious to me.
Yeah, quarrel doesn't sound like a knockdown, drag out, just make you want to just peel out of your apartment area because you just had it up to here kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a fight you had in the 40s.
No, it definitely wasn't even there yet. But well, once when you don't hang out with your friends and that's all you do, it gets to that point.
Yeah, but you're just quarreling. I mean, quarrel isn't this out-and-out fight where you have to leave because if you don't, you're going to put your hands around her throat kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, quarrel doesn't sound serious to me.
Why?
Just quarreling is like bickering, right?
All right, so maybe it's a great word, but it really doesn't capture the essence of what's going on if you're calling the police. Who called the police, you or her?
She called the police because she came over to my house uninvited. And
well, isn't she? Oh, wait. Stop right there. Isn't it taken for granted that since you are boyfriend and girlfriend for now 2 years, that she's always invited and doesn't need to get the clearance to come over, or is that not the case?
No, I mean, that's the case, but when I...
Well, either it is or it isn't the case. You're saying it is the case,
right.
And then you're saying she's uninvited.
You were cordially invited to my house for the night.
Well, we had a fight, and I told her I wanted to hang out with friends and not to come over because that would just waste my time. And
waste your time.
No, I didn't want to fight further with her.
Well, women are a waste of time.
Yeah. We'd be having the chicken, the beef, or the salmon tonight.
Yeah, because she wouldn't let me out if I knew. I mean, she would just come over.
All right,
and
so
that would be it.
what you're saying is she normally has carte blanche to come over your place, but because you had already established that you're in a fight mode, she did not have the typical carte blanche to come over whenever she felt like, because you made it clear that you wanted to spend some time by yourself and with your buddies, and yet she came over anyway.
Right.
I see. And when she came over, you called the police?
No, she called the police.
She came over and then she called the police.
Yeah, because I had a couple drinks at my house. I had like 2 shots of Hennessy. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there, and I said, you know what? It's time. It's about 9:30. It was after the Lakers game. I said, I'm going to go over and hang out with my buddies. She didn't want to leave. She started being irate. So I left, and, because that was the only way I was going to get her out. So she followed me around the block in her car, honking on my tail end, tailgating me. So I went back home. I said, man, this is not a safe situation. I'm just going to park in the driveway, jump in the house.
Terry, a woman's ability, you're hearing this? A woman's ability to let herself become so pathetic is just so sad.
They really don't care, do they?
Women get to a point where they get so upset in their relationship situations that they allow themselves to get into such a pathetic mode that it is so sad. Why don't they care more about how embarrassing they're looking?
We're emotional people. We're an emotional creature, and that's what happens. The emotions take over, and...
As emotional as you are, why don't you care that you're allowing yourself to just
because we're not thinking on that level.
So pathetic.
We're not thinking about it.
Picture her grabbing the wheel with 2 hands right now, desperately looking at him.
He's not getting away that easy. No, he's going to spend tonight with me whether it kills him or not.
And it probably will do the latter.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, she stole my tail. This is getting scary. Oh, she's putting on a ski mask.
A ski mask?
Oh, man.
I think that's not necessary.
All right.
We know who she is.
Yeah, but the witnesses don't tell.
That's right.
Wow.
Perfect.
Don't you know why you put on a ski mask?
Doesn't sound like it.
The person doesn't know who they're being killed by. No, it's usually for witnesses. But anyway,
Because when they're dead, they can't really come back and testify.
Jerry, I don't really think you have a mind for crime. Jay, so what's the status as of right now?
Well, on my way back to the house, she called the police and told the police I was drunk driving. So they could pull me over. Well, luckily, I got into my
Can you do that? Can you call, like, 911 on someone who's driving drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, you can.
Around,
on your own boyfriend?
Yep.
I mean, isn't that just grounds for the immediate breakup? And Jay's still talking like they're still a couple. I mean...
No, that's why I'm calling you, just to get a, confirmation.
Jay, I don't know if that's forgivable. I don't know if it's forgivable to call the police so that they can come out and arrest you on some DUI charge that she's making. I don't know if you can forgive that. I don't know if that's I don't know how you justify that in your mind.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't been able to, but she's been calling me, telling me she's got Giants tickets and this and that.
Oh, so...
Well, you can go to the Giants game with her to make like you're willing to try to talk it out. Not that the Giants are that much of an attraction at this moment. By the way, remind me to talk about what they're doing to Barry Bonds again, Terry. They continue with the onslaught amongst all the things that the government has to be embarrassed about these days. And I'm not an anti-government guy, don't get me wrong, Terry.
Right.
But this witch hunt against Barry Bonds is so over the top still, and they won't let up.
Okay.
When half the players in Major League Baseball, it's been documented, have done the same thing, if not more than half the players, have done the same kind of steroid and all kinds of performance-enhancing type taking of drugs. The fact that they're going after this guy and they won't let their foot off the pedal is disgusting.
Thought we were going to remind you later.
Yeah.
You remind me later. Talk about that.
All right.
I agree.
Jay, I'm not asking for your opinion on this. Anyway, how could she leave this guy knowing that she's going to miss out on this kind of laugh that he has?
Oh, I know.
You heard
I
this laugh?
that.
Where is she going to find a laugh like that?
Ooh,
all right, so go to the Giants game if you really haven't been to a game yet this year and you want to get your little baseball fix and make it like you're going to hash things out. But when it comes down to it, I don't know if you take the girlfriend back who has the capabilities of not just getting herself into a mode where she doesn't even care about how much she's embarrassing herself, but on top of that, she'll call the police to get you arrested because she's so frustrated with the way things are in your relationship. If she's got that kind of mentality where she's willing to get you arrested so that she can get your attention, that is not a very good situation to be voluntarily getting yourself back into again, Jason. All right?
Jay.
Do you hear what I'm sorry, he doesn't like to be called Jason.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jay, you don't voluntarily get back in the good standing of a relationship with a girl who's already established that when she's gone off the deep end, she has the capabilities of getting you in trouble with the law when you don't need to be.
Right.
All right? You hear what I'm saying to you?
I got you. And luckily, I was home when they all showed up to my house. And I went inside, so they didn't have anything on me. But I mean, it could have been ugly.
Are you worried for your safety if you dump her or something like that? Are you worried about her retaliating? And that's why would you be considering getting back together with her after what she's done here?
Just because she's been calling me and telling me she's going to change and that she was scared when really she was trying to look out for my best interest because she thought...
Let me make this very clear right here. When somebody has established a very dangerous or whatever kind of pattern that obviously is bothering you as the significant other,
right.
When you hear them say on the other end of the phone or in front of your face, I'm going to change,
right.
Tack on the words for a month. Okay?
Really? That
because
long
that's all a person is truly capable of changing. Yeah, anyone's capable of altering their ways for a month. But then the realities of who they are come back into picture, into focus.
Screw this change crap. He ain't going anywhere.
Anytime someone says, I'm going to change, you got cheated on, oh, well, I'm going to change, tack on the words for a month. And that's the longest range, as you said, Terry. That seems like a lot to you. Well, that's the longest capability that people have to make that change, if you will.
I figure it's more like a 2-week little window.
Make that T-Man rule.
Uh-oh.
Number 374.
T-Man rule.
When someone says, and you want to believe them, of course. Oh, you'll change. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, I didn't know you were capable of that. Well, this is going to be great if you're going to be the person who I love and not the person that I hate. If I just get the person I love and the other part changes, well, that's wonderful. I know you want to believe that person when they say they're going to change. But remember T-Man rule number 374.
Yes.
And that is to tack on the words for a month. Because once that 31st or 32nd day hits... it's back to the old person that bugged the hell out of you, or in this case, was a dangerous person to you. dangerous because she was maybe capable of running him off the road. And she called 911 on him? Right. Are you kidding me?
Well, here's my question.
I got enough trouble dodging the police out there as it is.
Yeah. Especially when I'm drinking.
Here's my question. Has your relationship always been volatile? I mean, 2 years, and has it always been like this?
Pretty much. It's been ups and downs.
Did the police respond? Did the police respond to that call? Did they come out looking for you?
He said that they did.
They did?
He said that he was glad that he was at home.
Inexcusable. He's lucky he got out of his car by the time they got there?
He was at home in his house.
Can they arrest him for DUI knowing that there was a witness that said he was driving drunk, even if the police get there and he's not in his car anymore?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay, you're married to the law.
Well, but I don't know that kind of
I mean, if you hit somebody, that's different, but if they just...
If somebody calls in as a witness...
hearsay,
Someone calls in as a witness and says they saw you driving erratically, and then they come to your door, you're not in the car anymore, but you're visibly drunk. Can they arrest you for DUI?
I do not know.
If they say, were you driving? And you say yes.
What if you say no?
Well, then you're probably off the hook.
Well, this girl says you were driving, and she's your girlfriend. Well, not anymore, and I don't know her, and I don't want to know her.
Ever.
All right.
All right?
Is he going to be sad if he breaks up with her? It
sounds like he's going to be sad.
Yeah.
Sounds like he really loves her.
Yeah.
And they have a volatile, kind of tumultuous relationship that they've already established.
Well, but again, he's been doing it for 2 years, so he already knows she's not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a given.
You're going to be sad.
Not even for 30 days.
Yeah. I've just been wanting to believe that she could, and
for 2 years.
It sounds like that really olden days expression of "can't live with her, can't live without her." Right or wrong, Jay?
No comment, but I'm gonna have to live without her.
I don't know if this is the perfect song, Jay.
Oh no! Turn off the music.
Perfect. Well, everyone gets a good song when they call up with a relationship problem, because I am Delilah. Oh, yes, but so is the police officers.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But unlike some radio request shows, I don't have the patience to play the whole song, fortunately for you, Jay.
I'm already dancing with Vinnie.
Wow.
Well, you do look cute together.
Thank you very much.
Jay?
Yeah.
Let us know what your decision ultimately is, and call us up with an update sometime in the future, okay, sir?
Thank you, T-Man.
Take care,
I made my decision, though.
And your decision is?
It's over.
Is he talking like a true tough guy and you don't believe him, Jerry?
I don't believe him.
I'm not sure I believe him either.
2 years?
All right, Jay, we're going to write this down. Jay in Pleasanton. You're from Pleasanton?
Yeah.
He's going on the record saying it's over. If anyone in Pleasanton who knows Jay witnesses him with this girl over the next few weeks or months at any kind of venue, function, movie theater, if you spot Jay and this girl together, I want an immediate call. Fraud. We're not sure we're convinced of this breakup, Jay.
Well, I'll call you back in 2 weeks.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, see you, man.
Good luck to you.
I still think he doesn't have the heart.
Terry, does he have the heart?
He does not have the heart.
Everyone agrees he doesn't have the heart?
No way. Even James Ingram.
Well, let's have James Ingram explain it to us, because I'm a little confused. What's that? Oh. What's second to last? Right. Right. Got it.
What the f*** are you doing? That's what she's saying.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. F***ing thing sucks. Yeah, I understand. F***ing thing sucks. Got it. Okay, you guys happy now? We played enough of this song yet.
Oh, really? We're almost done. Come on.
I'm still dancing. I can't get away. I have a tall boy. I don't want to move around.
Can I give you my thoughts on this song, please? F***ing thing sucks. Okay, once he starts yodeling, I'm out. Thank you so much. All right. There you go.
Why?
Nathan. Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're on the air, bud. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. You?
Pretty good. Thank you for asking. What's going on?
I don't know. I just have a quick question. Well, first of all, what's Pasty's new name going to be?
Huh?
What? Is Pasty changing his name?
His moniker, remember? He's changed his name.
Pasty.
Oh, Pasty Dave. I'm so just entrenched in calling him Pasty, I don't think I'll be able to change it. He hasn't come up with anything yet, so until he does.
I would like to be Cool Guy McGee from now on, please.
That may take a little time, but I think I can.
Well, cool guy.
Over the course of time,
right.
If you want to be referred... Oh, that wasn't you, Pasty, really talking? Oh, I'm sorry. I was fooled again by the impersonation. Cool Guy McGee, though, is a pretty good option to go with. What's on your mind, Nathan?
I was just wondering because I like this girl and I want to take her to a movie, and I have no idea what good movies there are. I heard Iron Man was pretty good. But
you like this girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to know if you should take her to a movie?
Yeah, I was wondering which movie I should take her to.
I don't know. Iron Man seems like a pretty good date movie to me.
Yeah, I heard it was,
I don't know about two dudes going to see Iron Man. I think that's kind of...
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a very chick flick.
No, I think it's a good date movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely.
I think girls are into Iron Man.
Sure.
Yeah. Is there?
I'd go.
You have any more trivial things going on in your life we could settle out here before we end the show, or what?
Why don't you be a real fruit and take her to Sex in the City on Friday?
Oh, jeez.
You're definitely
I was just wondering.
No guys. Any guy seen at that movie needs to be shot on sight. I'm sorry, Terry.
The Sex in the City one?
Yes, that's the one.
You don't want to hear a witty sexual pun from Samantha?
Come on, don't you want to see if they get married?
Maxine, you're on the air.
Hello?
What's up?
Hi. I was calling because you said you were talking about guys like to be kicked in the balls.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we were just watching more during the break, if you might have heard us as we were coming back here. Yeah, go ahead.
And I get paid to do that. I don't...
Okay, you can't say that word on the air, but...
Excuse me. If they want to pay me to do it, I will gladly do it to them.
Mm-hmm. And how much do they pay you? What's the highest you've ever been paid to smash a guy in a...
Well, I get paid by the hour, and sometimes I ask for $200, depending on what they want me to do. Sometimes I ask for $200.
But you're not your classic escort that just gets paid for sex. You're trained to beat. You're trained to give a man a true beating. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where was she trained?
Yeah, you need training?
Well, she went to, Paris Island, basic training, and... I don't know.
PhD in ball kicking?
Yeah, she had to get the internship rolling, and then when she graduated, they hired her on.
Right.
Well, that's interesting to hear, and I'm glad that's been a lucrative career path for you so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it pays well, and...
Yeah, it's good work if you could find it.
What?
It's good work if you could find some balls to beat, and, hey, it beats digging ditches, that's for sure, so...
I don't know. That's pretty close.
Have continued success with making a man writhe in pain because you just smashed him in the nuts.
I guess it's better than a foot to the groin. Well, I don't know.
I'd say it's pretty equivalent.
Okay.
Terry, you got a final thought this morning or what?
Oh, sure, I can give you one.
Yes.
Thought or a story?
I don't need a story. I'm just waiting. Any stories that you've left over for today that can be saved for tomorrow because they don't have like a perishable kind of aspect to them?
Right.
They don't expire.
Yes, they're evergreen.
Wait, do you think guys getting kicked in the privates is kind of a...
Why is he so involved?
Is it a white guy thing?
That's my final thought. Why?
No way black guys are letting that happen, right? Is it a weirdo white guy thing?
I don't know why a white guy would be like, oh, yeah, that's totally me, and I know other races don't get it, but we do.
But we know that's the case. They do love it, so that goes without saying.
Why, you've yet to see a black guy on,
I have yet
on
to
one
see
of your videos?
Yes,
it's all white guys?
That's why I'm asking. The white guys are usually into kind of weirdo stuff, though.
Huh. Well,
and black guys aren't? Not so much.
I'm sure weirdo stuff is pretty much
all across
spread out
the board,
across
right?
the races and the religions and the creeds of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't see it.
Okay, well, we'll leave you with that thought for this morning. Is being smashed in the nuts a white guy thing or not?
For pleasure.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, it is Wednesday.
You sink your teeth into that.
You know it is Wednesday.
I was about to ask you, what do we need to know about the week as it pertains to this moment that wasn't the case when the show began today?
Oh, now that your workday's over, you are officially closer to the weekend in front of you than the weekend behind you.
Yeah, people hang on this at this point now, Terry? Of course, pretty much.
do.
We're the only ones in America right now that are getting off work at 10 a.m.
Right.
But
they can say it, I'll show up to your work and say it to you at 5 o'clock.
Yes, we are going to divvy out Hotshot Scott on request over the next couple of months. You can secure a time now where he'll come to your office at the end of your business day so he can say these words to you up close and personal.
And you, Roger Weinstein, are officially closer to the weekend in front of you than the weekend behind you.
Oh, Roger Weinstein did such a good job reserving you for today.
Oh, yeah.
The T-Man Show. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
What's
good.
going on? What's happening? Nice to see you. Got a new little manicure situation going on there, or what? No? Did it yourself? What?
Same old, same old. Need a fill.
Why you got a fill?
I said I need one.
Oh. I don't know what that means, but I hear that said all the time. I need a fill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But no.
I'll give you a fill.
Oh, wow. All right. Well,
John, will you give her a fill?
sure he would.
I would give her a fill on the tmanshow.com and click on Terry Cam.
What?
Terry should be like a real professional.
Why?
Just reach out through there and just reach out and touch someone.
Okay.
Jeez.
He thinks if he uses lots of radio jargon and lingo that we'll hire him someday because he's a real professional broadcaster.
Really? Is that what that
thanks
is?
for plugging the website. We should hire that guy.
Well, the reality is he's probably the most professional of us all. But
That's true.
I don't know when he becomes a hireable entity.
I do.
You still text me during the show. Hotshot, put me in
Terry, when would it be then?
He's about to say when hell freezes over or something like that.
Never.
Never.
Not even when
T-Man, when's the last time you got China to rock your face?
Huh?
I'll work on that throughout the morning. Did you, what were you running around for this morning when I walked in? Everything all right?
Everything's great.
Okay. When is our favorite engineer? One of our favorite engineers is leaving the station. When does he leave?
22nd.
What are we going to do without him?
I don't know. That's
Who's
a good
left?
question. I
know Josie. But who's left?
Tom Petty?
Tom Petty, yeah, we have
Hippie
him.
Dave and Tom
Hippie
Petty?
Dave.
Same guy.
Oh, you call him Tom Petty now?
Yeah, I didn't know his name.
Yeah, well-
Dave. Yeah, Dave. That's right.
Hippie Dave, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Hippie
Hippie
Dave.
Dave. Yeah, it looks like Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Well, 30 years ago, Tom Petty, but
I think we should name all the engineers after old school rockers.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right, the one guy's Meatloaf for sure.
Yeah, we got Meatloaf. We have Tom Petty.
Oh, we have a meatloaf.
We have,
Can't think of any more of what they look like.
no, we have, who's the dude Carlos Santana.
Okay.
And we have, who am I thinking? I don't know, we'll work on this. Get back to you, because I know everyone's waiting to keep score at home, yes. John, to make sure we don't fall too far behind, and I know as you being the most professional guy that we
I've
have.
got the T-Man in the morning clock in front of me. I will never fall too far behind.
That's right. In order to make sure that doesn't happen on a Thursday, why don't we get a break right out of the way early on so we can come back and get things...
bills before we get into strong segment?
Take care of the bills. Remember everyone used to say that
Lame.
back in the early 90s, pay some bills, we'll come back after these were, and there's still some people saying it, but...
Oh, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to your radio. And like I said during the opening intro, bus drivers, turn your radios up. We'll be back after we take care of a few early morning bills. We'll be back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Her possibly pregnant younger sister may be getting married Saturday, but reportedly Jessica Simpson is singing the I'm Single blues again.
Wow.
Blogs and tabloids are claiming Jess and her QB cutie Tony Romo are over.
Well, how did this happen so fast? I mean, last week we were talking about Jessica Simpson and Tony Romo getting engaged to keep up with her sister who's been passing her in every lane on the highway, Terry.
Right.
Now they're broken up. What the hell happened? What the hell? Just because they take me out to the ball game so you can't carry a tune? Big deal. Could she throw a football over 20 yards?
Probably not.
All right, you ain't breaking up with her over that. Well, he can't either. So,
I don't know what's going on.
I think this is kind of strange.
Well, although I do have some news, according to their publicist or her publicist, they're denying it. She's saying no, they're very much together. I just talked to Jessie the other day. They're great. However, also too, and I'm trying to get it right now, I have a dark picture of Tony Romo in Chicago last weekend with a hot blonde, not Jessica Simpson. From Perez Hilton, by the way, .com. So...
From who?
Perez Hilton.
Perez
Hilton. I don't know. You guys are
Perez Hilton.
Perez.
And Beyonce.
Perez. Perez Hilton.
There's a picture of Beyonce on Perez Hilton.
Well,
awesome.
you perfect speaking English people.
Oh, well. So you're saying...
Is it Perez? Or what is
Perez Hilton, yes.
Is it Perez Hilton?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's Perez. Let's see here. You have a picture that's
supposedly Tony Romo. It's really dark. You can't see him very well, but he's with another blonde.
Like that. He's with another blonde.
Yes.
And you really can't make it out because it's underexposed, overexposed. I'm not sure what the photography terminology.
I'm trying to find a better.
And Perez Hilton should know better than to tease us like this.
He's usually pretty on it, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually put a bunch of crap up there.
So she's this unidentified blonde little stand-in bimbo that Tony Romo is very close to. I hear there's a picture of Kanye West sucking on some girl's boobs in some of the
nice
areas of Perez Hilton right now. Is that right?
A couple of them, yeah.
That's what I'm being told.
Pretty sweet. It is good to be him.
Is she a mystery blonde, too?
She doesn't look like she's trying to hide her face at all, really. But he looks like he's hiding his face.
Mystery blondes are getting their work these days. They're getting some workouts in.
They look like, these girls look like models. I mean, they look tall and lanky. And perfect.
I think it's tough to argue with leggy blondes that are willing to let you suck on their boobies being described as perfect.
Her possibly pregnant younger sister may be getting married Saturday, but reportedly Jessica Simpson is singing the I'm Single blues again.
How about Terry being the opposite of a leggy blonde?
That is so true. Oh my gosh.
She could be less leggy.
I know. Okay.
She's like a sternum.
Do you want to see that
sternum.
pictures?
She's a stump leg brunette.
Yeah.
I am.
Only lets her husband do those things.
No waste,
you
no
believe
nothing.
that? Can you be any more opposite than a leggy blonde one? I mean, Kanye West out there drowning his sorrow still due to the untimely passing of his mom by just getting face first in some leggy blondes.
Everybody grieves differently, you know.
Yes. I like that way of grieving.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yes.
I'm boobs, butt, and that's it.
You do have the boobs,
no waste.
but you don't let anyone suck on them.
Well, my husband, yeah. I think that's good enough for me.
Boring.
If you didn't bring enough for the whole class, Terry.
Oh, you didn't bring enough.
Get a slice. Get a good one.
That's him.
Get a good one.
I thought that slipped right over your head.
That never slipped from my head. Come on.
Get a good one.
I'm the only one in America, by the way.
No, I know what it is.
I know one guy that would be dialed in. Fancy Pants Lance would be dialed in.
Well, I'm sure Fancy Pants Lance is listening right now.
Fancy Pants.
Yeah.
Very dialed in. But when your name is Fancy Pants Lance,
You got to be dialed in, right?
you got to be dialed into things like this.
Right. He would be dialed in.
Yes.
Fancy Pants.
Well, the odds are the Fancy Pants Lance had a tough night last night of
No, he's a changed man.
getting all inebriated and hitting on women and showing
He was
them
the cougar lover, right?
how
When
great
he
his
was
veneers
the
look and being shot down and he's all tired out this morning. So still, I believe that I'm the only one on the globe who understood that reference.
I think I know. Can I get it?
Well, it's always a safe bet to throw out.
Exactly. You've been here long enough.
Some of the staples that we discuss from time to time. So,
all right, so
there's really no conquest there, Terry.
Play a game and let the winners win.
But
let the listeners win.
Oh, geez. Let's go back to you being about as polar opposite of a leggy blonde who lets you nuzzle all up in her chest.
Well, like I said, I mean, what more can you say? It's very true.
Yeah, I guess that's all there is to it.
What do you want? Did you see the...
Now, speaking of leggy blondes, why don't we go, at this point, a perfect transition from talking about leggy blondes to another, that being this this guy.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide.
Very well.
Well, he is.
Oh, yeah. Sod from
Can't deny it.
Yeah, he's like Motley Crue blonde now.
City in between. President of the blue collar workers. Even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
What's cracking?
Now, honestly, we need to tone it down a bit here because Dump Truck Guy's had a tough couple of days over the past 48 hours. His son, Bubba, got, from what I heard, in a really nasty skateboarding accident and had to be rushed to the hospital and had some skull potential fracture situations happening. And I hope everything in the status report you can give us, Dump Truck Guy, is okay for this upcoming heat wave that we're about to have, that we're having right now, to get your son right back out there on the horse or the skateboard, for that matter. Is he okay?
Well, I don't know about getting back out on the skateboard because I might have to take that thing and smash it with my dump truck. But I put him through the test last night. I put him on the PlayStation 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, and seems to me he's doing just fine.
The Dump Truck Guy's got Grand Theft Auto 5. The rest of the world is just playing Grand Theft Auto 4, but Dump Truck Guy having such connections.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to read them numeric numbers, man. So whatever it is.
No, Dump Truck actually went out and robbed somebody and killed a hooker last night. So that's what 5 is.
Wow.
To really go out and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cruising around town, picked up a prostitute, took her to the bathroom, tore her up.
And then he went home and played Grand Theft Auto 4.
Right.
Well, go easy.
Whatever those numeric numbers say.
Wow.
So, Dump Truck Guy's son was okay on the sticks last night in playing Grand Theft Auto 4.
Good.
That's right.
And that is an important test. How long? He says he's going to smash his skateboard because Dump Truck Guy sat in the waiting room of a hospital for what I heard probably seemed like an endless amount of time, but was about what? Like
That's
6...
right. From about 8 o'clock till 4:30 yesterday morning.
Wow.
8 o'clock at night. 4 o'clock in the morning, Dump Truck Guy, being the father of the year that he is, sitting there.
Now, I can confirm they don't let you smoke in the hospital, so I was making many trips outside. On top of that, I was seriously stressed out because, my kid got home. His cheek was a little banged up. I didn't know the extent of the injury, so I was kind of dicking with him, trying to touch his cheek. And then next you know, he's in freaking puke mode. He threw up like 50 times, man.
Got concussion written all over.
Yeah,
Wait, this is before or after that he went? This is before he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when you
why-
realized you had to take him when he started puking 50 times.
That's right. So
I see.
Then I talked to his little buddy at the skate park, and he confirmed that, he hit this little jump. He went about 10 feet in the air and landed on his face.
Oh, no.
But
And it knocked him out.
the reality is that your son at age, what, 12, 13? How old is he now?
15.
14.
Oh, 14.
He is 14?
I know. Bubba.
Is like next generation
No.
Tony Hawk kind of status. I mean, he is...
Oh, yeah. No, he was trying to do, what was it, a 614 flip or
Oh, of course.
something. I don't know what the crap, but it sounded pretty technical.
He's trying to do a...
He's trying to do something very difficult. How about that?
Son is pretty good, but I've actually mentioned to Dumpy in the past about him not wearing a helmet.
Yeah, because even the pros wear a helmet.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. He goes to a skate park with 50 other kids, and they don't wear helmets either, so it's kind of rough. But there's a big sign out front that says it's all required and it's all graffitied out.
So they make him feel like he's lame if he's wearing a helmet. Is pretty much the deal. Is that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, next time you see the X Games, and the pros are wearing the helmets, say, I don't think he's too ridiculous.
I'm all for it.
But on the
Because
streets,
I raised in no
It doesn't
principle
matter.
that crap
Even on the
all
streets, they
time.
wear.
well, apparently not, because in this park area, if you want your street cred, you gotta ditch the helmet because no one's wearing a helmet, and they'll probably laugh at you if. And you remember how it was when you have just the wrong pair of sneakers, Terry. They'll make fun of you if you're wearing a helmet. I remember having this
Grocery store?
this bicycle that wasn't apparently cool enough.
Oh,
and I just got ripped. I got ripped. I was that guy but then I immediately
Kickstand and stuff.
I immediately just threw it in the garbage.
Oh, it's sad.
And my parents were like, well, we just bought that for you. I'm like, exactly.
Oh, man.
With my grocery store shoes.
Oh, wow.
Kickstand and a chain guard.
I thought it was cool.
He's going to get ridiculed because he's good enough. I mean, every time I'm out there, everybody knows that here comes Big Bubba.
Well, that's great.
This sounds really good, actually.
Doesn't pass street cred tests, then you gotta just move on with your life. Just dump truck guy's son would like to wear a helmet. Had probably put it on a couple of times. Got ripped to shreds by some of the people on the grounds there, and that's that. Days of wearing.
If he goes, he wears a helmet.
If he what?
Everybody else has to wear a helmet.
If he
at the skate park, nobody wears helmets because they're all dunces.
And if he puts on a helmet, they'll rip him apart.
Well, I don't know, man. He might have to bear it up and start a new trend.
Well,
everybody's wearing a helmet.
So you're going to tell him if he goes back to that park, he has to wear a helmet.
That's right. No skating without it. Even if I had to sit in the block and come out in front of everybody and take a skateboard and smash it in two.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, when Jerry the accountant bought me a bike that he said, ride this or ride nothing, I threw that bike in the garbage.
Wow.
That's right.
So your son may be taking enough heat that he just doesn't go back to that skate park if he has to wear a helmet.
Well, I know his friend already called last night to have a competition this.
All right. Well,
not going. It's like, come on, man. So I don't know, man. But anyway, I'm just glad he's all right.
But you've been through so much, you're ready to smash a skateboard.
Yeah. I was more angry than sympathetic, and then my wife off.
You were more angry than sympathetic.
Yeah, because it knows damn well that I wanted to wear a helmet. And this is the kind of stuff that happens when he don't.
But would a helmet of, you said he fell flat like on the front of his face. Would it have helped if he had a helmet that protects more of the skull area or what?
Probably not. It was like his upper cheek right below his eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The helmet actually might have, the front part of the helmet might actually have salvaged some of that blow, though.
Yeah.
So,
but still, he's crazy enough to where this is his cheek this time. Next time it might be the top of his freaking egg. So
what is that show on MTV where they show like all the just Yes. Have you ever watched that?
Show.
Oh, wow! It is like, oh my gosh.
Break their arm in two.
Yes.
Cool.
So how high off the ground? What's
he said about 10 feet.
He said 10 feet.
10 feet.
Might be a little bit of exaggeration. His son's good though.
Could be 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like 10.
Now,
he was like 10 feet in the air.
Bubba is really good, but with that and with no helmet comes your moments where you're gonna wipe out, and he had to spend 10 hours in the emergency room. And Dump Truck Guy was chain smoking on the walkway there, in and out of the emergency room, waiting for hearing some word about his son.
I'm just waiting for the mail to come so I can get that nice $5,000 bill too. So that'd be nice.
Okay, well, that's something to look forward to. Okay, Dump Truck Guy, the bottom line is a good thing, and we're all happy that Bubba seems to be coming out of it just fine.
Good.
And he's talking about going back to the skateboard quick, and we'll see what happens from here. Dump Truck Guy's had it up to here, though.
That's right, man.
He's a nervous dad with his son doing all kinds of weird-ass tricks.
I'm sure.
So, I just got over my birthday party weekend, best weekend, top 10 weekend of my life, and then I want to start crap.
Oh, yeah, you had your birthday party over the past weekend. How'd that turn out?
Yeah, I had a dual party weekend, man. That's why I'm so hard still. I'm pouring up still.
Well, Dump Truck Guy's not the only parent who's up all night worried about his child doing some weird-ass tricks.
Yeah.
Usually, it's daughters. But this is a son on a skateboard.
So she's already got little boys calling now. Put my foot down there.
Oh, geez, he's cracking up, but I think I caught most of that. Is some girls calling Bubba wanting to do some weird-ass tricks on him. Is that pretty much it, Dubby?
What was that, Tari?
Never mind. Just take my word for it.
There you go.
That's the way it is. Yes.
You got enough cell phone coverage.
Okay.
So, right on, brother, but you have a great morning. It's good to talk to you.
Yes.
And I'm checking in soon.
Hopefully the rest of the week is a lot better than the beginning of it was.
You goddamn right.
Oh,
You imagine that guy at your skate competition if he's your dad, screaming at the judges, cigarette hanging out of his mouth, tank top on.
David Archuleta's dad got banned.
Well,
Imagine what Dump Truck Guy's in for.
Oh, jeez.
10 hours, more or less, from 8 p.m. to like, what, did he say, 4 something or something like
4
that?
4 a.m., 8 until...
In the morning?
Yeah.
Waiting on word. 'Cause your son threw up 50 times in a row from a concussion he got skateboarding. What was the maneuver he pulled off? The 6 what?
614.
I don't even know.
616?
Just a really difficult move.
Yeah. I'm not good with those numeric numbers.
Yeah, the numeric ones are the hardest.
Mm-hmm. Wait till we get to Roman numerals. Then we really got problems.
The T-Man Show.
What's up, baby? What are you sighing? What are you all, like, rolling your eyes for, Terry Free?
Really?
It's time, after a 24-hour grace period, to get an update from our friend Desi. You remember yesterday, she was telling us about how she had made the big business venture because of a desperate need for some fast cash. She made the quick jump from being a regular 9-to-5er to putting up an ad on Craigslist and becoming a phone sex operator in her private little way. Not like working at some big warehouse of 900 phone sex operator kind of situations like from the 90s, Terry. She started her own little enterprise. And it had been going really well. So well that clients were begging her to make the jump from sex operator to escort. And because of some of the offers they were making, she was contemplating doing exactly as she was being requested of, Terry. She was seriously wondering whether she should take the $500 per half hour that was being offered to her by some clients and make the giant step from one successful enterprise to the next.
Sure.
And she was asking our thoughts on that. We gave them to her. You pretty much started laying into her, as typically Terry Free would do in those situations, in a very judgmental fashion. And now Desi has called back. So I say, Terry, you force yourself to open your arms wide and welcome her to the program. Where are the arms? Where's the wideness, Terry?
Her arms are wide.
Yeah.
I want him to do it because that's the way she's thrusting them, not because that's the way they generally sit. Terry, come on. Welcome her. Embrace her.
Oh,
Show her the love.
welcome, Desi.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So good you're here.
Oh, that sounded very, very honest. Desi, how are you, baby?
How's your baby?
I'm doing great.
Wow.
It's got to stay.
Such a shot.
Well, I'm going to...
And your husband? Oh, yeah, you forgot about those guys.
Throwing salt.
I don't think she forgot about those guys.
Not important enough.
Obviously,
Ooh,
you
rather
didn't
have the
forget about
money.
those guys, Terry, and I hope you're asking because you're genuinely interested as opposed to trying
I'm about
to
as
stick
interested
it to her.
as she is. So, not really.
Oh, well, what makes you say? What makes you assume that she's not interested in her own child? What makes you assume that
Let's
she's
see,
not...
let me risk my body and being a mother and my marriage and everything all for $1.
Pretty big assumption. Desi, don't let Terry get under your skin. Let some of your clients get
I'm
under
sure
your
she
skin. And tell us what the update is, if you will.
Well, the update is that I'm not going to be taking the 500.
Oh, jeez! Are you hearing this, ladies and gentlemen? Desi has thought about it overnight. She slept on it.
I just
And
talked to my husband about it, too.
she discussed it with her husband, Terry. The one she said yesterday she hadn't told yet. Well, I guess things have changed in that area, and she is opting not to give in to the temptation of some get-rich-quick schemes of the world and take some of these clients, these phone sex clients' offers, and become the escort to the sex operator stars there, Terry. So does that make you want to say, well done? Does that make you want to say,
No.
Congratulations?
Because I'm
Does
sure
that-
there's a new twist.
Oh!
Is that extra?
If that's the case, I'll offer $600.
Wow, that's it. Only $100 more for that new twist?
Well, you know, until I see exactly what's involved in the new twist.
Okay.
There actually is no new twist.
There's a new twist?
I told you.
What's the new twist, Desi?
There is no new twist.
Oh, there is no new twist.
Oh.
You didn't tell us anything, Terry. You didn't tell us anything. You freaking hater. Hey, your soapbox is out and dusted off early this morning, isn't it?
It is.
Desi thought about it, and I'm sure it had nothing to do with you and your scowling. I'm sure it had nothing to do with you and your big size and your big, oh, you make me sick kind of moans there, Terry. But she came up with her own reasons as to why not to leap over to that different area of the sexual world.
Terry's soapbox doesn't get dusty, by the way. She never has to dust it off. It's used all the time.
I understand. Now, Desi, is there a reason why you can put your finger on
Yes, there is.
as to what was the key part of the decision-making process?
Because my reasoning is that despite what Terry thinks, I've only slept with a couple of people in my life.
You've only had a couple of sexual partners in your entire life.
Right. I was pretty much a good girl.
What is the definition of a couple? Because usually the classic definition, the true definition of a couple is 2. Are you saying that you've only had 3? You've only had 3 sexual partners in your life, and you were considering being an escort?
Yes. Yesterday, not anymore.
There are some buzzers going off in the studio wondering as to whether this is a lie. Because a lot of times you get lies from women when you're asking them how many men they've slept with in their life.
Well, you got to think about it. I got married when I was 18.
Well, it leaves plenty of years before the marriage and plenty of years during the marriage to get your freak on.
Yeah, but I was only getting my freak on with my husband.
Oh. And yet you were contemplating taking $500 per half hour for sex with strangers.
Because, I mean, it's not really that hard.
Oh.
Something that's difficult.
You gotta work hard.
And I am
That's
good at
job.
it. It's just that I want to keep my numbers
Need that new
low.
twist.
You want to keep your numbers low.
Yeah.
I see. But you're going
And
to...
at least this way, sex with my husband will still be good, because if I have all those different guys running in and out of me, then my girl's going to change. And I don't want it to change. It's his.
Your girl's going to change?
Mm-hmm.
I think I get what you mean.
So too.
She calls it her girl, Terry.
Kind of like that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of sexy. It's kind of naughty. If she has all these clients running in and out of her, Terry. In the business transaction world, then her girl's going to change and her husband's not going to recognize her if you follow along. Are you following along, Terry?
Oh, I am. The bouncing ball is just a-going.
Terry's girl is all woman, baby.
It is. I'm proud of it.
All grown up.
Not a girl. That thing's a lady.
That's a dignified lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know. It is, and I'm proud of it.
Almost a senior.
Desi wants us to believe Terry's just going for the early bird special with the blue hair.
Oh, yeah. Be in the home before you know it.
Taking the dentures in and out. Desi wants us to believe that her situation is just a meek little girl, and she wants to keep her that way. Well,
That's why at least when I'm on the phone talking about how tight it is.
Oh, geez. You don't want to be a liar when you're doing phone sex.
Exactly.
I see. So when you tell your clients about your status, you want to be telling them the truth. Wow. She's a credible phone sex operator, Terry.
Oh, there you go.
Now, is your marriage in any way soiled? Oh, just because you had to acknowledge to your husband that you were contemplating a world of prostitution? Is your marriage strained at all because you shared with your husband your thoughts of considering going into the escort world for $500 a half hour, or he took it very well in stride? Tell us the truth.
He actually took it very well.
Really?
The $500 eyes got pretty big, but then he thought about it and said no.
He said, because of the unbelievable rate of pay that you were being offered, I can understand why you were contemplating this, and it's not going to strain our marriage, dear. That's what he said to you. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Do we believe that? Terry's rolling her eyes again. Oh, there go the eyes. Oh, wow. Could you even get him back in focus after all that kind of roll,
No.
Terry? Wow. You're saying that...
It's like the Undertaker from like 97 standing in the middle of the ring. That's right.
Are you saying that any husband is going to be bothered by...
I would hope so if he actually loves his wife.
Oh, wow. Hello! Desi isn't really loved. Blow!
Well, I'm hoping.
Wow. Desi, are you hearing what Terry's saying? She's saying that your husband doesn't truly, deep inside, love you if he didn't react in a negative fashion.
What kind of guy husband pimps out his own wife?
Well, he wasn't
somebody who
exactly
doesn't
pimping her
really
out.
care. Well, if he gave her the go-ahead,
He didn't
he's
give her the
basically
go-ahead. He just wasn't
pimping her out.
He didn't give her the go-ahead. He just wasn't upset that she was contemplating it. He didn't-
Oh my gosh! If your wife came to you and said, "Okay, I'm contemplating becoming a hoe," you're like, "Okay, go for it, honey. Cool."
Well, everyone has different reactions in the world, Terry. And you're saying her husband's reaction was that of a man who doesn't really love his wife.
Pretty much. You really could kind of give a rat.
Desi, you're going to take that crap?
Desi said they were living paycheck to paycheck. They need a little extra money. It's a little bit different situation. I mean...
But even so, there's other things that, you can do, I swear.
You want to give me a suggestion, sir?
Yeah, everybody doesn't have it as easy as you do.
Believe me, I didn't have it as easy as in the past.
Terry.
Okay, been there, done that, Vinny.
I've been a whore, Vinny. Okay.
I'm a whore every day on this show, okay?
Oh,
Really?
you know
I'm not
what,
getting
Terry?
anything.
That is just not the case. You are a radio professional and
Jesus.
an embraced woman in the radio industry, so don't make it like you are the equivalent of any kind of prostitute just because at times we make you do things you don't want to do. Anyway, Desi, is there any truth? Do you believe there's any truth to what Terry is saying?
And by the way, I'm going to interrupt. She's not the only one living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
By the way.
A lot of the world right now is dealing with some hard times, Terry.
Pretty much.
Judge Judy would say, collect cans.
There you go.
Well, let's remember that Desi made the decision.
What does her husband
Desi
do?
made the decision not to do this. All right? She considered it. She would be crucified because she was considering it for half a second? She didn't. What, would you rather her have not told her husband that she got these offers, Terry? Would you have rather her husband know she's doing the phone sex thing in her own private little office/bedroom when
I
they're home?
understand that.
So she got offered something. She thought about it. She declined it, and she told her husband. Where's the problem? Desi.
Mm-hmm.
I love talking to you in this voice. Terry says that your husband doesn't truly love you. Do you worry about that at all?
Of course not. My husband loves me.
Wow.
Well, why is he not stepping up to the plate then? Obviously.
Well, everyone's having a hard time stepping up to the plate, Terry, because a corporate America ain't paying much these days. And when you take your paycheck to the grocery store and then to the gas station, it's all gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gas in the tank, like money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
My only savings I have.
So you got to do what you got to do out there, and she didn't do this offering, but she considered it.
But you know what? And that's the thing. She considered it, brought it to his attention. Do you really think he's going to really trust her now?
Oh.
It's always going to be in the back of his mind. My wife really wants to be a hoe.
She is home, kind of late. Meeting or something, honey?
Yeah, okay. Oh, what's that weird delivery guy? What did we get in the mail?
Oh, I don't even know where you're going with this now.
There.
Sounds
Why?
good, Man in Brown.
You know, why is he coming at 9 o'clock with a package?
Desi, are you going to take all this crap from Terry Free?
It's really unnecessary, but if that's her opinion, then I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm. It's unnecessary, but you're not going to let it affect you. Desi is a woman that is not rattled by your commentary, Terry.
That's fine. Oh, you're so strong, man.
See, but Terry had some tough times in her life and didn't work her ass off, and that's why it bugs
did
her.
bust my ass.
I know, it bugs her.
I did it with 3 kids by myself, Desi, and I wasn't a hoe.
Resorting to what? She's doing phone sex. Is there anything wrong with that? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I mean, really?
You have a little problem with that?
Yeah. I didn't have to do phone sex. I didn't have to be a streetwalker or an escort or a stripper.
Now you got her as a streetwalker?
I didn't have to do any of that.
I wanna be Luke
I did.
Skywalker.
I busted my ass.
Let me know what street, Terry.
By myself for quite some time.
Jesse, let me know what street later. I'll be there. Anyway, Terry, she's not doing that stuff. You keep seeming to forget that. All right?
The whole fact is I didn't even contemplate that.
Oh, okay. Well, you are
I
such the role model. No, you are, Terry. And the fact that
First
you're
of all, I
coming down.
respect myself more than that, and I respect my children
now you're
more
going.
than that.
Now you're a little over the top.
And
The
then
fact
if I were married,
Now-
really?
She's not stopping.
Now the fact that you're coming down so hard and being so judgmental on a woman you don't even know, Terry, who thought about something
Calls up every day.
and
Hi,
dismissed it.
T-Man.
She doesn't call up every
How
day.
are you?
She called up.
I decided not to do it, T-Man, but
Terry, when it comes
here,
down
you
to
can
it,
go to my
are you-
Craigslist ad, though.
Are you jealous
and
the way
I'll
she talks to
talk
me?
her.
Is that what it is?
Please.
Then why do you care the way she calls up and talks? I like it. Yes, Desi, you want to say something? Yes. Go ahead, Desi.
I have a question for Terry, actually.
Yes, Desi, go ahead.
Fire away, baby.
Has he been offered the $500 for half an hour before?
No, Desi, because I've never had to do that because I wouldn't put myself in the position.
So you had never been in a position to be offered $500 per half hour.
Never had phone sex before, Terry.
Not for money, no. And with somebody that I'm having a relationship with.
Terry's never had
Somebody that
phone
I'm having
sex.
a relationship
Terry's never had phone sex for money or with someone she's not in a relationship with, is what she's saying. And she's hating on you, Desi, and I wonder if it's more in the audience's mind, eye-opening towards their perspective towards Terry the way she's acting, or Desi. That's the question.
Some people have to hustle in this world in their own way, you know?
What's more revealing here, the way Terry's acting or the way people perceive Desi right now. That's the wonder, because you, Terry, are a little over the top here.
Yeah, but what do you expect Terry to come on and condone it? I mean, of course Terry's not going to condone it. She has kids and she's married.
Yeah, but she's not forced. This is like, she's...
It's very sincere because I've done it. Even I'm in a worse situation than her, I would say.
So you resent her.
So it's like,
it's cheap little shortcuts is why you resent her, because
I just think she should really have more respect for herself.
And she even has a husband to lean on, and you had nobody,
right,
and raising 3 kids at the time.
And she calls up acting acting like she's the only one in this situation. And
never said that.
Oh my gosh, paycheck to paycheck, and it's so tough. Really?
You're putting words in her mouth. Now, I'd like to put other things.
And I'm sure, you know what is funny, and I'm sure there have been other women in her situation who maybe have been offered $500, but they still wouldn't sell themselves short.
She's one of them. She's not taking the offer.
And not even consider it. Yeah, and look at it as an insult. Like, what do you think I am?
I really hope that's where the special twist comes in. So the fact that she didn't take it as an insult is where you're angry.
Well, the whole thing is pretty irritating.
The fact that she even took 24 hours to consider it is where you're angry.
Yeah. How about,
Desi, don't let Terry bother
when
you.
When you kissed your baby last night on the cheek, did you say, my mouth was elsewhere just earlier in the day?
It wasn't, though, Terry.
But that's something she has to consider.
She's only been with 3 guys. Actually, 4 in about a week or so. But, Desi.
Oh, man.
Don't let Terry rattle you. I don't know why Terry is so passionate about going off on you like this. I think Terry actually may be, in some small way, a tad bit envious of you.
It's actually, you know what it truly is that I'm trying to, I'm angry at her because I want her to be, have more...
please. Don't pretend like you care.
Self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what angers me.
She sounds pretty confident to me. The fact that she's not even rattled by your commentary, Terry, shows me a level of confidence.
I mean, it's sad that she feels that low about herself that she,
Terry won't even hear what I'm saying. No.
She's got to succumb to, selling my body or whatever.
She's not succumbing!
Or even consider it. Come on, be a stronger woman than that. Can you be a stronger woman than that?
Somebody hit Terry with
Apparently you can't. So let me wuss out and just sell my body and be a hoe and
she's not
whatever.
Doing that, Terry. How many times do I have to make it clear to you that she took 24 hours to consider it, or maybe less, but no more than 24 hours, and she decided the reason she was calling this morning was to tell us all that she's not going to take the $500 that was offered to her per half hour of her sexual time. I thought maybe you'd give her a little bit of applause, but no, you're hitting her with both barrels this morning. I thought you hit her with them yesterday, but I didn't realize you had a reserve tank of ammunition to fire her way.
Have some self-worth, Desi. Just think of yourself a little bit more.
But see, I do have self-worth.
Yes.
That's the whole reason why I'm not.
No, the only reason you're out on it is because you discussed it with your husband and he was a little, no, maybe not, honey.
I think what Desi said is she made her decision before she told her husband. But
I did make a decision before I talked to my husband.
Why would you even tell him?
Yeah, why would you even tell him?
I think a lot of this stems from Terry seeing Desi's picture yesterday on MySpace and realizing how hot she was.
She's 20. I would hope so.
When I saw not all 20-year-olds look like her, Terry, that's for sure.
But when she calls up and she's claiming all this stuff, you always pretty much assume.
I would honestly say she's top 5% of all 20-year-olds, Terry.
There
you remember what her pictures look like? Or
yes.
Have you forgotten? Obviously, you haven't forgotten because you're this angry for a reason. Would you say that I am overstating it by saying Desi's like top 5% of the 20-year-olds out there, or what?
You're not overstating.
Every 20-year-old in a line, she's top 5%.
You line up every 20-year-old in the world.
Right. Bertha to the end, please, down there.
And you're pulling Desi out in the top 5%.
Yes.
And maybe that's part.
Fat Emily, to the end, please.
Fat Emily ain't in the top 5%.
Fat Emily.
Maybe that's part of why you are so outraged by this caller.
I'd love to see every 20-year-old
known as Desi now.
Awesome. To be honest with you, can we make this happen?
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Desi done the mornings. Desi.
Yes.
I hope this doesn't prevent you from calling in the future, because you handled it in a very... You handled Terry's barrage in a very professional... in a very high-class... in a very strong-minded, don't take the bait kind of mature way.
Don't let her call you out, girl.
I've been dealing with this since I was 15, so I'm used to it now.
You've been what since you were 15?
I've been dealing with females since I was 15.
Really? A lot of female haters have come, have stepped in your path, have come across, your travels in the past, like, half a decade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, honey, you got a lifetime ahead of coming across females.
Come across.
So you're not impressed by her statement that she's used to haters like you?
Oh, yeah, I'm such a hater. Okay, whatever.
You don't consider yourself a hater, Terry?
No.
You can't say that, honestly.
Well,
really?
He doesn't sound concerned, so...
You don't?
I am concerned. I've tried to emphasize that. You have a husband. You have a child.
We're not going through this again. We're not going through this again.
You fall into the whole, she's hating on me. When
She's allowed a word in edgewise, Terry. And her word that she got in edgewise is that you don't sound as much concerned as you do sound a hater. All right? If she detected a little bit of concern in your voice, then maybe she would give some of your comments a little bit more merit. But it comes from more of a place of hatersville.
Let me get my hater horns down.
As
Here, let me show
opposed to a
everybody on Terry
person
Cam.
who's really concerned.
Oh, gosh, I wish I could be a host so bad. I just don't
that's not necessary. And let me tell you, I'm sure the Terry Cam people are enjoying it, but really...
Nice horns.
Not too cute. Desi, will you be calling again?
Sure, if you want me to, I'll call as much as you want.
Oh.
I bet you will, Desi.
Free of charge? Okay, yeah.
No, it's 99 cents. Didn't you see it?
Why does the way she talks bother you, Terry? It doesn't sound like she's forcing anything. It doesn't sound like she's doing it just for, it's not the normal way of her general way of speaking. So what's your problem? This is the way she talks.
I know. This is the way I talk, too. Every morning.
You don't believe that's the way she really talks?
No, T-Man, but hey, that's
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't believe that's the way.
I'll talk like this all day long.
She sounds like she's talking pretty normal.
Yes, I know that, T-Man.
What do you think normally when she's talking in a typical conversation, she's like, hey, I'm Desi.
I didn't say that.
It's just the way she talks.
You can always adjust it a little bit, can't you?
Adjust it for me, Desi.
Yes.
Adjust it for me, baby. Will you adjust it for me, baby?
That in?
Will you adjust it for me? Terry's saying you're adjusting it for me.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that.
You're not going to adjust it for me, even if I pay extra?
I wouldn't do that for you.
Oh, you wouldn't for me?
I mean, this is the way that I normally talk.
No, we're not talking about talk anymore. I think
figure it out. If you're going to be a call girl, you better start picking up on this crap.
Yeah, we kind of made a little changeover from talking actually to the sexual world. No, it's too late now. Will you adjust it for me? It's too late. Desi.
I think Terry's bothered because she has a kid, and that really bugs Terry.
It does.
If she was single, I don't think Terry would care as much.
All right.
Well, Terry, I'm making sure that I can buy him as many diapers as he needs.
Well, I did that too, but again, I didn't have to sell my body or anything like that.
No, you washed a couple off and put them back on. Come on.
Oh, man, you can do that?
Oh, my God.
You can't, but she did. Come on, Terry. She wants a clean diaper for every poop.
Again, I mean, if you feel good, kissing your baby on the cheek after your mouth was somewhere else for the day.
It hasn't been anywhere else, Terry. We got the point, and it hasn't been. She says she's been with 3 guys. You're saying she's a liar?
Well, if she's going to be a prostitute, it'll be more than 3 guys.
Yeah.
She's not going to be a prostitute.
Well,
That's
give her another 24 hours, and maybe she'll think about it again.
Are you hoping?
No, but hey.
Sounds like you're hoping, Terry.
She's still contemplating. You can't hear that in her voice?
Desi. If you...
What am I contemplating?
Oh, I'm sorry. She's still contemplating.
Oh, my God.
I didn't hear anything in her voice that suggests she's contemplating. She made a decision, and she doesn't seem like she's even questioning her decision. I don't know what your problem is, Terry, amongst many problems that you seem to have this morning with Desi. Desi.
Maybe she can advertise at her baby's daycare for some, clients.
I hope the decision that you kind of come to over the next 24 hours is that you're going to adjust it for me. And then we'll go from there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, baby?
Okay.
All right.
You want me to call you tomorrow?
Oh. Not on the air. Oh, no. If you must, on the air, that's fine. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Desi.
What did I say there, huh? What?
Did I say that out loud? I said that out loud?
You did,
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
I was just thinking that in my head. I didn't know it came out of my mouth. Anyway, Desi, thank you for the call.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Desi.
your phone cut out. I had a call from me. What'd you say?
I said thank you for the call. You getting calls right now?
Yeah, I got to go to work, actually.
Okay.
Hey, this is Carl. We still got that 2:30.
Okay.
I do.
Oh.
You have a great day at work, okay?
Business stuff. Thank you.
All right. Terry wants to say a final goodbye to you. Do you want to say a final? Go ahead.
Goodbye, Desi. Have a wonderful day.
It was wonderful talking to you.
Oh, I know.
This is kind of hot.
I like it.
Yeah, keep going.
You
Hold
have
on.
a great day, Desi.
I'm almost halfway there.
Tell
you
those
adjusting it?
truck drivers hello.
I hate having to adjust it myself at this point.
Okay.
Give it the twist.
It'll be an extra 100, T-Man.
You're charging yourself for the twist?
That's right.
Trying to make a buck in this world, huh?
Hey, I'm getting ahead.
Excuse me?
Continue. I'm almost there. Come on. Say goodbye
I
again.
already said goodbye to Desi. I told her to tell those truck drivers have a great day.
Oh, she hung up. There she goes. Why am I talking like this now?
It's not really working for me like it did with Desi.
Yeah. Well, I'm insulted, but that's okay.
How much for your special twist?
Michelle in Oakland would like to know why you're hating on Desi so much, Terry. I think you must answer this to the listening audience because your answers so far have not been satisfactory. Michelle, are you there?
Never are.
Yes, I am.
Go ahead. Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Quite wonderful. Thank you for asking. Terry's here, and I know you would like to address her personally. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to you guys every morning, and Terry, I think you're being a big hater. I mean, she's just a phone sex operator. It's an occupation.
I have a phone operator.
I understand you didn't have to do it, but maybe your voice just wasn't sexy enough to be offered something like that.
No, Terry's point was that she had to do it, but she refrained.
I don't think it's cool for you to judge her like that.
My biggest thing is, again, not that, hey, I'd rather her be a sex phone operator than an actual hoe, but I don't like the whole thing, granted. However, the thing is, she is married, she has a child, and I just don't think as women, you have to sell yourself that short.
Oh.
I mean, you should respect.
It's an occupation. I mean,
It's an honest living.
By it, obviously.
Is it an honest living? Then why is it not legal? Why is prostitution illegal?
Terry,
then?
we're not talking about prostitution. Prostitution may not be an honest living, but a phone sex operator is an honest living. It ain't against the law. And she is...
And if she was that good, why? I mean, she should be rolling in the dough, right?
She said her PayPal account, if you listened yesterday, is going...
Well, if that's the case, then why not quit your day job?
Well...
Where'd she just go? To her day job.
She's a flexible woman.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part about her.
Why are you hating so much?
Well, Terry's point was that...
It's more concern for her.
No, it's not.
Frustrating. It's not hating.
Terry resents anyone who was in the same kind of situation that she was in. Terry didn't succumb to taking some low-road, cheap shortcuts.
She wasn't offered.
She gets bought. Maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe Terry didn't have the...
Just like you're probably never offered either. So I'm in the same boat as you.
I'm not calling in hating on the girl. You are.
Maybe you didn't have the vision. Maybe.
I didn't call in. I'm sitting right here.
Well, you didn't have to call in.
Right. That's my point.
Maybe you just didn't have the vision back then, Terry, that Desi has to make these kind of fast cash bucks. And
that's
that's
like the type of chick that's degrading herself. She sounds like a girl that's trying to take care of her family. Her husband doesn't mind. So I don't understand what the big deal is.
There is no big deal. Terry makes a big deal out of
There
everything.
is always a payoff. There's always a negative side to something like that. I mean, you don't worry about embarrassing your children or anything like that.
They're not 18. They can't call in and talk to their mom. And I'm doubting that she's going to answer the phone.
What happens when one of the clients just happens to be, the friend of the little kid or something? I mean,
or sitting outside your house.
Yeah, it is. It's dangerous. I mean, all of that. All of a sudden, the husband comes home and what's my buddy doing? Well, you know what? Hey, babe, you know.
Voice wasn't working at one point.
I mean, the whole thing is not a positive thing.
How dry I am.
That's not going to be good for the career.
How dry.
So how much do you charge?
I am.
That was very nice.
How much do you charge?
How dry I am.
Are you guys still talking?
Oh, me?
Yes.
How dry I am.
I don't charge anything.
Wow. I'll take it.
I'm not for sale, Terry.
There you go. Why aren't you for sale? Why aren't you for sale if it's easy money? Why aren't you for sale?
I'll take it.
That's
Done.
not what I choose to do.
Right. And really? And why is that? Because you have more self-worth.
Oh, they're getting along now. I think.
And you have respect for yourself. You have respect for yourself, don't you?
I would be a phone sex operator.
I would be too.
So no, Terry, I don't.
All right.
If anyone wants to pay me, I'll be a phone sex operator. I'm available.
Exactly.
I'm available after 10 a.m. every day. And before 10 a.m.
And she hasn't gotten it. Like I said, she doesn't get any offers either.
Someone say, I already am a phone sex operator.
You don't know that.
And you don't know that. Right. Whatever.
Terry could get offers, by the way. If she wanted to be a prostitute.
Terry, just let it go. It's not that serious. We understand you didn't have to do it, but that's just not the road she decided to take.
I understand that. And I guess that's what concerns me is because there's other ways to do that.
No, I thought your point was you had to do it, but you didn't do it back in the day.
I didn't have to.
Well, but didn't you were in some situations?
Oh yeah, I was by myself.
And
yeah,
you were scratching for cash.
Sure, absolutely.
You were
struggled
worried
with
about
the best of them.
whether your kids would be able to eat at times.
Right.
So the point is, you did have to do it, but you didn't succumb to doing it. Isn't that pretty much what you're saying?
Sure. I could have been a hoe if I really wanted to be, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
I'd give Terry,
How dry I am.
I think I'd give Terry $10 for a tug.
Is that even a song? I don't even know what I'm
saying.
what you're singing. I don't know what I'm singing.
I was into it, though.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, wait to hear the dance mix. But anyway, the show, I hope you feel like you made some points and you got somewhere with Terry, but I
just hope she's not as judgmental next time.
Yeah, she's typically judgmental, and you're just going to have to get used to that, I guess, or just let it beat yourself up every time you hear it happen, which is all the time these days. More than ever, Terry. More than ever! Why, with every day that passes, do you become more and more judgmental? Answer me!
I don't think I'm really that difficult or that judgmental.
I know, not really. You're fine. I don't know. I'm not really listening.
I know.
Terry can make a lot of money, though. That's the bottom line if she wanted to.
Really?
I think so. Of course.
As a phone sex operator or a hoe?
Mostly a hoe.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't think she's too conservative for that?
Well, I'm saying if she was fully in.
And if she threw herself into the business, she'd be pretty solid natural at it, I think.
Yeah. Guys call up all the time if you're on the website.
Terry, this is a compliment. Don't look like you're all offended there. You're looking like you're offended by this. The truth of the matter is, even though you've never considered, at least if you believe the words come out of your mouth, you've never considered such a thing. We're just speculating that if you did consider it and then made the big leap to not only considering it but deciding to do it, you would be a natural.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with you being Filipino, Terry. Jeez, okay. Don't take it that way. All right?
All right.
I don't know what it has to do with. It's nothing with having to do with you being 4'11 and a half.
4'11.
3/4, 5 foot. What is it?
I think some guys like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think most guys like their hose short.
Most.
All righty then.
But the roads that you've taken to get yourself here, Terry, is the higher roads, I guess, is what you're trying to convey. And now you're trying to have other women do the same. And when it comes down to it, that's a nice message, I guess. It's just delivered with such hatred.
Jeez, whatever.
And such horns.
Oh, God. No, don't. Thank you.
Put those together, you got hater horns. And there they are on Terry Chem again. Oh, she loves to throw them above her hairline there. Oh, wow. 3 hater horns. Well, we're getting a bonus this morning.
Yeah. Here's one.
Special twist and a bonus. That is going to be expensive.
We're giving you twists. We're giving you bonuses this morning. We're giving you everything you can handle, ladies and gentlemen. The T-Man Show.
Is Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Marissa Miller the world's most beautiful woman? She is, according to Maxim magazine. Miller is #1 on Maxim's latest Hot 100 list, a rundown of the world's sexiest women. She beat out more established beauties. Scarlett Johansson is on the list at #2, and Jessica Biel is #3.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Scarlett, Jessica, and 4 other women on the Maxim list have something in common. New York Yankees captain Derek Jeter dated all 6 at some point.
Ow!
Here's Jeter at the beach with Jen.
Gosh, that's big time.
Wow.
Is that big time or what?
I would
Are
say,
they telling me
yeah.
of the top 6 women on that list, Derek Jeter's dated all 6? Man, it's good to be Derek Jeter. Can you say anything cooler than that in the world?
Probably not.
Hey, you see that list? Yeah, I dated the top 6 women.
And he ain't just dating them, by the way.
I didn't date number 7 because I have my standards.
Right. 7. Whatever.
Jeez.
I got to cut it off somewhere. Somebody's living just too fugly for me.
Who do you think I am, A-Rod? I don't go down to 7.
Wow,
Top
that is
6.
so huge. My gosh.
I'm not usually jealous of celebrities.
That is something to definitely just be honest and be jealous about, all right?
Wow.
Be honest.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Yeah.
hope all the men out there are just going to be honest and say that is something we all feel comfortable being completely jealous of.
Yep.
Just taking, and it's not even like he had this planned. The Maxim Hottest 100 list comes out, and I think they're saying the top 6. Maybe it's just 6 on the list. Even if it's just that, that's fine.
Jeter's top 100 is probably better than Maxim's.
Yeah.
The ones that he's done are probably hotter than Maxim's.
My gosh. That is so cool to say.
Wow.
Oh, did I mention I play baseball for a living? Oh, wait, I have $100 million, too. Did I mention both those? Is that good?
Yeah, not as cool as dating this hottest 6 on the top 100.
Interestingly, Scarlett, Jessica, and 4 other women on the Maxim list have something in common. New York Yankees captain Derek Jeter dated all 6 at some point.
Oh, nice.
Here's Jeter at the beach with Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
And here he is with Mariah Carey, number 71 on Maxim's list.
So
If there
all
were
right.
any doubt before, the Maxim list makes it official. Jeter's quite a player.
Oh, very nice play on words. Okay, so he dated 6 on the list from 1 to 100.
Yeah.
All right, I feel a little better now.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been insane.
That would have been too much to handle. For some individual to have dated all 6 in the top 6.
Yeah.
Alicia Cuthbert that'd be kind of the weird one.
Yeah, she's number 6.
Who's number 2?
Scarlett Johansson.
And they said he dated both 1 and 2. Is that right?
I think so.
I thought it was Jessica Biel. Yeah,
We should
Scarlett
actually listen
Johansson.
for
Or maybe not Scarlett Johansson. I'm lost. But he dated 6 on the top 100 list. That's pretty cool.
He dates lots of hot women. Let's call it
pretty
good.
much. I would say, yeah.
For a second there, I thought they might be saying that he dated the top 6 on the top 100 list. And that would be too much. That would be too much to get my mind around, Terry.
Yeah.
6 out of the top 100, I can handle it, even though I'm very envious still. All right?
Got it.
But to look at the list and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Check them off.
That is just too much. All right. Zeke, you're on the air. Good morning, Zeke.
Hello?
Yes, Zeke.
Hey, T-Man.
How are you, Zeke?
I'm good, man. I was calling to say, man, I'm kind of on Terry's side about that issue y'all had, man.
Terry going off as hardcore as she ever pretty much has, and Zeke is on your side, Terry. So I want you to feel like you have your supporters out there, Terry.
Well, it's not really so much that. I just feel the simple fact that, she shouldn't. A lot of women, they don't have to sell themselves that short, man. They need to have a little bit more respect for themselves. You know what I mean? Because without them, there's no us.
Let me tell you something about respect, Zeke, just so you're in the know, okay? Turn your radio down so you can hear me clearly, and you don't have to listen and fight between a 7-second delay.
I hear you.
Zeke, where are you right now?
I'm in Cupertino.
Where are you headed? You're going to work? What do you do? You're at work. What do you do?
I work for Caltrain.
All right, well, let me tell you something that you must know. That obviously you're not aware of, because we can't all be aware of everything in this world. But you've enlightened us on things that you feel. I'm going to tell you something now, sir. And here's what you must know. Let me tell you a little something about respect. All right? It's overrated.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then why does everybody demand it?
If that's the way you feel.
Rated. Everyone walking around, I got so much respect from everyone. Where's that going to get you? Does that get you on the Caltrain?
Well, no, not really. Well, I just mean far as for the mothers. She's a mama. And I would take such. If I was Desi, I'd be taking such that low rug. Give me the 500 here, 500 there, 500 here, 500 there. We got another 7 here, that and there. He done.
Really?
That's right.
So go call your wife. Tell her you've got a new job for her.
Hey, she don't need to do that stuff. But if she did, believe me, pimp her out in a second.
Wow.
All right.
Should have put that in the vows.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
For richer, for poorer, in which case you'll have to pimp her out, and sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Definitely going to be sick from getting pimped out.
Hey, I'm not saying necessarily I'd want that in a wife, all right? It's a different thing to say that you'd want that in a wife as opposed to if I was a woman and I needed to make it happen, if I was struggling, ain't struggling no more, got that body for sale.
My body, I do what I want.
That's right.
Oh, but you know what? I may have people out there lose respect for me. Oh, but respect is overrated. Oh, I get so many people's respect. Wonderful. Now where's that going to get me? Nowhere! Not that it gets you nowhere, Terry. It's nice. It'd be a nice thing to have.
I think a lot of people do like getting some sort of respect.
If you have to salvage some respect, don't overblow just how
much is that?
important respect is. Okay? Because trust me, I'm not saying it's worthless, but I'm saying it's overrated. Don't be so over-focused on respect. Please. Respect is fleeting, by the way. You got somebody's one day, the next day they can turn on you in a second. So where's the security when it comes to, I got so much respect from people? Yeah, until you don't. So don't worry about it.
Well.
Overrated. I'm glad we can get that clear, Zeke.
Yeah.
So hyper-focused on respect. Before you know it, you wake up, your life's over.
And then what?
Then you're taking a dirt nap with all the respect that you've garnered through the years. Sitting down there with the worms eating away at you going, I'm so glad I got all this respect.
Right. When the worms are eating your groin area, be very respectful.
Let me tell you, this respect is really serving me well.
Yep.
Don't you worms know how respectful a guy I am? Can you leave me alone for a second?
You think worms can still get in coffins these days or no?
Do what needs to be done within reason. I'm not saying go out there and break laws, Terry, like would have, I guess, on the books been a situation that Desi had to contemplate. All right? But don't overblow, as I said, the value of respect. Nice to have, but please, keep it in perspective. All right?
Geez.
Okay.
When you meet
so much.
When you meet somebody, you don't go, boy, I really respect that guy. Either like him or you don't. Respect.
Respect isn't even something tangible. Who knows how much there is for a given person? You can't really measure it. One of the most overthought things out there, kind of like stress. Can't figure out what's wrong with you? Oh, it must be stress. Forget it.
That or depression.
Find the source of the stress and break its legs.
Show it no respect. People are so nuts. You're all nuts.
Wow.
The only sane one left in the world. Thankfully, you got me. You got me here. Lucky for all you.
You're sane?
What was that? I'm the sanest one left in the world, Terry. That's for sure.
All right.
DJ Snipes is calling in. Good morning, DJ Snipes.
How's it going, T-Man?
It's going well, sir. Thanks for asking.
What's going on, Vinnie?
What's going on, Snipes?
Not much, man.
They used to date in high school.
Oh, my bad.
Experimental stage.
It's a DJ connection we have.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when you ride a motorcycle, every motorcycle guy has to wave back to you. Like, have to wave to you.
Give
It's
you
so
the
weird.
nod.
Yeah.
I'm going to call in and say a little comment on the whole wife doing the whoring thing.
Yes.
Yeah, well, my personal situation, my wife's already a whore, so I'd tell her go for it. At least that way she'd have her own money and quit wasting all mine up.
Oh, jeez. All right. Is this a true statement, or are you just trying to be funny? Her wife is...
No, that's why we're getting a divorce. She likes to cheat. I was in Iraq, and she did all that crap, so...
So this obviously stings. You're not speaking as lightheartedly as you really sound. You're actually hearing some things being talked about this morning, and it struck a chord in you because your wife, while you were fighting the good fight, your wife wasn't holding up near her end of the bargain and being loyal to the man who's protecting the motherland, Terry. She's out screwing around on you. Is that what happened, DJ Snipes?
Yes, it is. And then she...
you know this for sure? You know this with absolute certainty, or you're just pretty sure?
She had her ex-boyfriend living at my house watching my daughter while she was at work.
Oh. And while you were over in Iraq and you would make an occasional call home, you would never be informed of that, or what?
She didn't send me pictures of my daughter for the first 6 or 7 months I was over there. She didn't even answer the phone.
Then wouldn't answer the phone when you called?
Nope.
And did you wonder what was going on while she wouldn't answer the phone, or you got filled in by someone?
I kind of knew, because, like, we like 3 hours before I got on the plane to go to Iraq, she handed her rings to me and said she couldn't do it anymore.
Nice.
Was that your first? Wait, that's a nice way to be sent off, by the way. Yeah, that's the way I'm sure all soldiers are sent into battle. Was this your first tour that she did this, or your second tour? What? Because I know everyone's doing multiple tours. What was the situation?
This was actually my third tour.
So it was on your third tour when she said, "I can't do this anymore."
Yeah. Well, this was my third tour, but my first tour with her, with being married with her.
So you didn't know her in your first 2 tours?
No, we were friends. We were friends first. We were friends before I went, and I went to Iraq the first time. Then I went to Kosovo, and then I went back to Iraq. And we went back to Iraq.
All right, so just so I'm clear, you were friends, but in between your second and third tour, you got married to a woman, and shortly after you got married, I would imagine, I can't imagine many years passed, so right pretty much after you got married to a woman who obviously knew what your career basically was, she hands you the rings of the marriage that she fully went in with eyes wide open on what the realities were of her world to be, and she says, "I can't do this anymore."
Yep.
And you had a daughter with her. Did you get married because of the daughter, more or less, or no?
Yeah,
I'm trying to make sense out of how this happened to you.
More or less, yeah, because I was raised up old-fashioned. You know, if you get a woman pregnant, make her an honest woman, make her a wife.
Yeah, make her out a check for $600.
Mm-hmm. So you did the honorable thing in how you were raised, and knocking up some friend of yours out there, and you decided to marry her, and realized that it may have been the honorable thing, but didn't turn out to be the shrewdest move of your life.
No, I mean it worked out in the end for me, because I ended up getting full custody of my daughter because she was messing up so much. So I'm just glad I got my daughter out of that environment, because she took my daughter when I was at school, because I got back from Iraq. We were working on the divorce. I went to school for the Army for 3 months.
Now, do you have to worry about going back again, or what?
No, I'm getting out in about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a medical chapter. I got jacked up pretty good over there. So.
Really? What happened?
I actually contracted a kidney disease over there.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So is this going to affect your ability to be a parent, or what?
No. They said worst case scenario, when I'm like 55, 60, I'll have to go on dialysis like once a month if I don't get a transplant. So, but it's enough to get me a pretty good military retirement and a good percentage. So
you're cool with everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty good spirits for him to be in, Terry, considering all that's happened to him.
No doubt.
Pretty good outlook.
Yeah.
Instead of being bitter about stuff, he's seeing the glass very half full here, and that's very commendable, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Tough to call your wife from Iraq.
When I was at school, though, she took my daughter and moved to California from here at Fort Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see my daughter for about 9 months. Had no contact with them. Didn't know where they were. No help from the police whatsoever. And then I finally found them. Went down there and found my daughter alone. My wife had gotten back into using drugs, so I took my daughter and brought her back up here, and I've gotten full custody.
All right.
That's great. Good for you.
Well, I'm glad you called, man.
Oh, thank you.
How are you a DJ, by the way?
What's that?
How are you DJ Snipes?
Well, I'm getting ready to get out. My buddy DJ Ecstasy, he's like my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been helping me out.
Cool.
Got me started back up in it. 'Cause I used to DJ. I used to spin trance when I was before I joined the Army, and then while I was in over in
You know this dude from the circuit there, Vinnie, or what?
Not this dude. The other dude. Ecstasy.
Yeah.
All right.
We know X.
Glad you called, man.
Hey, thank you.
All right, take care.
Day.
There he is.
All right, Snipes.
There goes Snipes, Terry.
All right, Snipes.
Got sniped while he was over in Iraq.
Jeez, man.
She moves
3 tours.
She's married. She moves the ex-boyfriend in, riding him like a bandit on the way out of town while her husband's dodging enemy bullets.
Nightmare. Hey, I'm going to call my wife. I got 5 free minutes.
Well, I could get an update on my daughter.
Yeah.
And see how my wife's doing.
And you hear, hello? Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Who's this? Who is? I'm calling for my wife.
Jeez. 3 tours.
Not good.
And going through all that crap. Oh, my gosh.
Yes. And that's all there is to that. Wow. What else is going on out there, Terry?
I just want to let you know, according to the New York Daily News, Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon are baby shopping. Or, well, not baby shopping. They're shopping for baby stuff. I'm sorry.
Clothes,
nursery items. Yes.
Leading many to believe that they are already expecting, or they are just so infatuated with one another that condom's not an option, and birth control out the window, and
maybe
a
Nick
baby
has
can
changed
happen
her mind
any
about having
second
babies.
now.
Yeah.
It was just last month we were talking about how she considered having a child a violation of her body.
She did.
If those were her exact words.
She could always have a surrogate. So she wouldn't have to worry about her body being ruined.
Didn't I say at the time, though, Terry, being the last sane one in the world, didn't I say at the time that all it would take would be the right man to come along in her life for her to get re-inspired to have children? Didn't I say that?
Oh, yeah.
Remind me!
You did.
Thank you. Well, she keeps asking people to touch her body. What do you expect, man?
Al State.
What is going on? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning
Happy
to you, sir.
Thursday.
Same to you, my friend. What's going on with you?
Oh, no, today is my daughter's birthday. I just wanted to wish her happy birthday over here.
Nice.
And how are you going to be? How old is your daughter there, Al State?
Oh, she's just 14, man. Even though she's in the next room, she can hear me.
And you have full custody of your daughter, too? Is this the theme of the morning, men with full custody of their daughters?
Oh, I can't say I got full custody legally.
But you ain't giving her back, that's for sure.
All mine. Finders keepers.
No, I've had her since she was 4 months old.
And are you still on hiatus as far as the work, or are you back at on the job?
Yeah, I'm back on the job.
And what are you doing? What are you involved in? What line of work, Al State?
I really can't get into it because I don't want them, I don't want the people at the company know that,
It involves short shorts and angel wings. Definitely.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're making enough to keep you and your daughter happy, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about the dating world?
Because I work in Concord, California.
I know Al State is a very single man who's raising a child, and that could put some crimps on your ability to go out there and throw yourself on all the single women of the world. So how has the dating world gone for you over the past couple of weeks or months?
Well, let's just say I'm on a hiatus on that for right now.
But if the right woman comes along, you're very excited about that prospect, right?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
But the right woman's
most definitely.
But the right woman's not going to come along because you're not out there.
No,
so it's a catch-22.
Yeah, how's she going to come along?
The internet's a big place. Maybe she'll see me on MySpace, or maybe she's out there listening this morning. Maybe she'll hit me up.
If she sees you on MySpace, the likelihood of her hitting you up is very small, Al Steve, because you have some of the weirdest pictures. You're a good-looking guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, he is.
You're fit for a guy who's in his late 30s, early 60s, whatever it is.
We never know.
But you put on some really interesting gear. I mean,
are you sure?
Interesting,
really?
Well, see, man, I just think of it like this, man. I don't really care what nobody thinks about me. They don't know me.
Yes, well, that's what I'm saying. It's a small pool of women that can have the confidence to hang with a guy who just has no shame, like you have, which is a compliment, and has no self-consciousness, which also can be a compliment. But there has to be a trace of self-consciousness in this world, Terry.
You would think.
Or else people out there, the guy who's more than willing to pick his nose in public because he has no consciousness, Terry. There has to be a modicum of that, or else you're going to be picking your nose in public or not wearing clothes that really make any sense considering styles and trends. And the fact that Al State is walking through the Mirage Sportsbook in nothing but a very tight bit of spandex shorts.
Speedos or something, whatever.
He was wearing nothing. Was it a Speedo? It was a Speedo. No shirt.
Awful.
No shoes. And a Speedo.
Wish I could have seen it.
Well, see, man, like I said, I don't really care what nobody thinks.
But the security people cared. The security people at the Mirage cared enough to send you up to your room, Al State. Do you remember that?
Know what? They thought I was somebody. I'm not somebody.
They thought you were somebody that they wanted off the casino floor, Al State. That's how they saw it. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, but now, I got a few compliments from the ladies, and that's all that matters.
If you're in Vegas, security has to ask you to put pants on. You're having a good weekend.
God, yeah. I can't wait to the next trip, though.
Al State, I'm glad you checked in.
My birthday is coming up in July.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be the big 4-0.
So.
All right.
Again?
But for today, it's Al State's birthday.
Daughter's birthday.
And what did I say? Al State's daughter's birthday. It's all being celebrated by this new oncoming heat wave we're having, Terry. You feeling the heat wave yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're having a heat wave, baby.
We are.
A tropical heat wave. Don't you know? The T-Man Show. Hey! Giveaways. Oh, the giveaway, Terry. Always a fascinating moment on the program, don't you know?
Yep.
How to go about a morning's giveaway. We have a $100 gift card. Kind of burning a hole in our pocket again this morning. We are ready to hand it over to someone in the listening audience. But how? How big time is Terry Cam this morning, Terry? How many people you got in Terry Cam this morning?
Tons, and always big.
Well, always big, so... Would you say bigger or smaller than usual? Fine, always big is nice, but is it higher volume?
A little bit higher volume and newer people.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of new people joining into the Terry Cam world.
Yeah.
Except for the guy in the first cam.
Oh.
Well, because of what's fresh in my mind from what we were checking out during the break, I don't think I can... Well, let me just put it this way. As far as what I have in my mind right now,
yeah,
I don't think I can ask this question on the air and have the answers be airable if you follow along, Terry, considering some certain FCC guidelines. So maybe I'll give this question to just the fine folks in Terry Cam. So only the people in Terry Cam can answer the following questions. Can lurkers, can they participate? I know there's always a lot of lurkers, Terry. They cannot type anything.
No, you got to be logged in.
So there are some people, I see hundreds of lurkers every day. You're telling me some people are just willing to just sit and watch?
Yep.
And even if they see something they want to comment on, they can't?
Yeah, I stare at gay phone operators' little slider every day.
Yep.
See what's going on.
So you're a lurker there.
Yeah.
So it's fun to be a lurker is what you're saying sometimes.
Guess, yeah. Not everybody wants to chat. They just want to be part of it and see what's going on. And
well, maybe I'll give a couple minutes for some lurkers to become some actual members.
Stare at boobs.
And then I'll give my question in a matter of a couple of minutes. I know you've been dying to get this magazine article out to us over the past 24 hours, Terry. Mm-hmm. You have a magazine article that you want to share with us on the air?
I do.
Why don't we do that, and then I'll give perhaps what will turn out to be our official question of the morning.
Okay.
Now, what is your magazine? Did we start this yesterday or no?
No.
We never started this.
No, never started it.
I feel like we started it, but we didn't finish it.
We made mention that I had an article.
We made mention,
but we didn't give the title.
But then I never even got to it?
No.
And you let me get away with that?
Yeah.
Did we mention the title or no?
No.
We never got to the title. No. All right, so I have no idea what's coming to me.
No.
All right, that's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the title of this morning's article that you would like to share with the listening audience and all of those as Hotshot cracks open another beer.
That was kind of loud, wasn't it?
Let me ask you this.
Sorry about that.
Let me ask this question. In the warmer temperatures, like we're all of a sudden being faced with right now, not that it's like some kind of situation we're not interested in.
Right.
The way I phrased it, we're being faced with. No, we're welcoming it. This warm little heat wave situation that we're going to have over the next couple of days. Does it make you drink more? Because I feel like it does.
Probably.
I feel like the warm... Oh, Vinnie the Pooh didn't even wait for his microphone to go on.
Yeah, probably does.
What, is it more Coronas, more beer kind of stuff? Or what are you drinking? Are you doing more shots?
No.
You're just doing more casual drinking.
For me, it's more thirsty. Like you're hot and you're outside and you're you're drinking Corona instead of drinking like water.
Because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think
which is the same thing.
I think
exactly.
I think the sales and the consumption of beer goes up.
Oh, no doubt, no question.
But it's so we're agreeing it's not. Is it alcohol across the board that goes up or no?
There's probably more barbecues and more camping and more.
I agree.
Not many people can have a barbecue on a Thursday.
Oh yeah.
I am going to one tonight.
Can.
You are?
Last minute, the people found out about the weather. They're freaking out.
I guess I'm just never invited.
They're dying to.
You want to go to my barbecue tonight?
What time is it?
It's about.
You can't be there.
Oh, you got fooled again, Vinny? How many times are you going to get you on that?
I don't know.
Every time.
Such a rookie.
I love doing that. Yeah. So what time something's going to be, and then before they even say it to you, you say, I can't be that. All right.
That is a great. I love that trick.
My drinking goes up.
So that isn't just something I'm sensing. It's something that's the reality. That when the temperature goes up, the alcohol consumption goes up.
Yep.
I think so.
Drunk at lunchtime again.
I agree.
I don't know if maybe beer goes up, but I think hard liquor maybe goes down.
I'm a mojito fan.
Somebody just said mojito.
Really?
Oh yeah. Just get them like doubled up and start drinking those, and they turn into like water after the fourth one.
Well, you're not like, hey, it's 80, let's do shots.
No.
You just pull in. You just pull in one cold beer out of the fridge after another. See, I'm not a beer guy. I just don't drink beer, so I'm not going to be reaching for any more beers than I normally would, which is 0. So I'm a wine drinker.
Oh, geez, way to man up.
And I understand. That's why I phrased it as such in kind of tone. I understand.
Really? You love wine still?
I love red wine.
It's not a phase?
What can I tell you? No, it's not a phase. I love red wine. And
with a straw?
Does wine get you drunk?
And maybe if everyone's doing all kinds of Corona drinking, I'll do like maybe a Patron shot or something, a couple. But
can't do beer
because I don't feel like I'm going to be drinking more wine in the hot weather. But
right. Yeah, that's you're not drinking wine because you're thirsty. People will slam beers because they're kind of thirsty.
I just don't like the taste of beer.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, maybe if I drank it enough, I would acquire a taste, but it's just all pissy to me. So
it is. There's no question.
Yeah, so I just don't deal with that.
You've diagnosed the flavor correctly. You just gotta fight through that.
Got to develop a tolerance for the taste.
Yes. You know, when you get drunk on $3, you'd learn to like it.
Oh yes.
Well,
yes, you do.
Yeah, there it is.
See, now I want to be.
I know, it sounds good.
So it's a day to reach for the cold. I like the feel of the cold bottle. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. There's something cool about a cold beer.
Pull the cold bottle out of the fridge is a nice feeling.
Yeah.
It's just the drinking it that I don't enjoy.
If you drink it fast enough, you'll be fine.
There you go.
Do that a couple times.
Hand me a Pepsi. I'm good.
Oh, wow. You're the life of the party.
Thank you so much. What's the title of your article, Terrence?
The title of my article is 4 Things Women Should Look For in the Guy They Want to Marry.
4 things?
Yes.
A what now?
A woman.
Yeah.
Should look for in the guy they want to marry.
Big schlong. Wow. Sorry, that's like the first thing.
How about no?
That's not one of the 4?
Not on the list.
That's not on this list, Terry. Well, how about I say
Actually, I like the list, and it's pretty honest.
How about I say big wad, and that can mean one of 2 things, and both apply. All right? Instead of big schlong, I'll make it a little bit more generalized, and I'll say a big wad. You could take it either way, and both are accurate. All right? Now, wad would generally mean more money than it would in the schlong world, but it could mean both. Oh, he's got a big one on him. He even pull out his money clip yet. Wow.
Nice.
So, come on, let's be honest. I mean, maybe it's a little bit cliche at this point to say women are into guys that have money at their disposal and big wieners, Terry, but let's be realistic and acknowledge that it happens to be the case, right? You want to marry a guy with a small one and no cash? You go ahead.
Feel free.
Feel free.
Or feel Terry free.
Wow.
So don't deny that that is a very relevant thing that comes to mind when you're contemplating settling down in what should be a death till we part situation, right?
Well, if you want to talk about this list and being honest, it does say here he compliments you financially.
He compliments you financially?
Yes.
It's a good-looking 20 you got in your pocket there. Can I have it? What do you mean he compliments you?
Look at the haircut on Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
what a nice compliment. Yes, you can have it.
No, I mean, like, you know, do you share the same financial goals? Things like that.
Sun on my face, cold beer in my hand.
What did you say? Sun on your face?
The twist at the end.
Okay, never mind.
Got a warm sun on my face.
Oh, got it.
Okay, Terry, what is number 1 on the list?
He compliments
What's the title of the list?
Does warm sun have a sister?
4 things a woman should look for when she's getting married.
Or in a guy that they want.
Women are still trying to figure out how to marry?
Yeah.
Women still don't have the learning curve down on what they should be looking for, the 4 basic things when they're getting married?
Pretty much, I guess.
Man,
came out with a list.
They must be dumb.
No, it's just
After all these years of marriages and implosions of marriages.
Well, I think that that's a lot of it, is that you do. You have to sit back down and reevaluate the list and the things that are going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that's why it's so difficult.
Make sure he's got a lifetime membership to the Pussification of Men Club.
All right. Yep, it's right there.
Is that on the list? Because women would want, as much as guys make fun of other guys that are members of the Pussification of Men Club, Terry. You know, this club that men seem to be belonging to more and more these days, called the Pussification of Men.
And are we counting you too? You and Hotshot as well?
We're not in it, but thanks for
JT.
Thanks for trying, Terry. I went to Justin Timberlake. However,
you admitted that
was a mild concession in the throes of garnering a lot more in exchange.
Right.
Anyhow, there are a lot of men out there that are in that club.
No, I know.
But let me ask you this. Men make fun of other men for being in that club. But as a woman, and a woman getting married more specifically, do you want your husband to be a member of the Pussification of Men?
I think so.
Of course you do, because you want to be able to control him as much as humanly possible.
No. It's not a control thing. It's a nice happy medium.
No! It's not happy mediums when you got a husband who's truly a member of the Pussification of Men. He's truly a member in good standing.
I don't think it's a negative thing.
Of course it's not a negative thing. I would agree with you that women want their men to be in the club. They want their men to be amongst the Pussification of Men, Terry, because they know they can have a more easy time controlling stuff.
I think it's a nice little compromise.
I've seen a lot of fallen soldiers.
Have you?
Tons.
Guys who are just at the beck and call, being eaten out of the palm of the hand of the women they're married to. Oh, it's just a shame.
Pushing the stroller, baby attached to the front.
Oh,
bags of Cheerios are on the belt loops. What a nightmare.
Yes, dear. I do know what time it is. I must have lost my head. I'm sorry. I'm on my way.
Lost my head.
That's what you need. How many times have you heard calls like that recently? How many? So I asked you a rhetorical question, and I'm glad you answered because I knew the answer already, Terry. When I ask you the question, as a woman, do you want your man to be in that club amongst the men?
Right.
Amongst the rising number, the concerningly rising number of men that are in good standing in the Pussification of Men Club, Terry. Yes, of course you do. Of course you want your man to be in that club. Make for a much happier marriage for you.
Everyone's dressing up, so you put on khakis right now.
Oh, geez.
What?
Would you rather make that same call to your man and question where he is and why he's not home and have him say, hey, I don't have to check in with you. You don't run stuff.
That's right.
And have no problem saying those things to you? No. As a woman, you don't want that. As a wife, you don't want to hear your husband say on the other end of the phone, hey, listen, you don't run stuff.
Here's the thing.
I don't have to check in. I'm not answering to you.
I'm grown.
I'm a grown man.
Oh, you are? Then why did I have to lay out your clothes for you?
Oh, well, because I don't know how to dress myself. But I don't have to answer to you.
That's right.
But the thing is that hopefully you're not the wife calling and asking him to check in and things like that, because you have a good communication between you.
Oh, please.
Between the both of you, and there's no need, because he says, hey, babe, I'm on my way home. Do you need anything?
Can't wait to get there so I can ravage you again tonight.
Or, hey, honey, I'm running a little late. Just leaving the joint wherever. And she says, okay.
Can't leave the joint there. May get in trouble.
Gotta hide it in the garage.
You know, you guys have good communication is really the key to
Is that
any
the happy
relationship.
medium you're talking about?
And I don't think it's necessarily a pacification of a man, but it just goes to show that you can communicate, and that's key.
I like a man who's out and don't have to tell his wife where he's at.
Okay, well.
What?
He's at where I'm at.
So then, as the woman, too, then it should go
if you need
the same way.
If you need me, I'll be where I'm at.
And where is that, honey?
Don't matter.
Where I'll be.
Hey, you feel me? I'll be home when I said I was going to be home.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
I'll be home when I get there.
So will I.
All right.
Now what?
Now what?
I'll be home to the home I paid the mortgage on.
Not that I'm encouraging.
Did we split the mortgage on? Sure, I
we split the mortgage on, sure.
Hey, not that I'm encouraging men to be disrespectful, Jay. That's not a healthy way to go about it.
Compare
but
W-2s.
Doesn't mean...
Sorry.
Well, you'd be unpleasantly surprised in comparing some W-2s these days that there are a lot of women out there out earning their men.
So...
I'm not promoting, Terry, any kind of disrespect from a man towards a woman. It doesn't mean, even though I'm not promoting it, that I don't admire a man who is not being eaten out of the palm of the hand of a woman, where if he feels like it, he can say, hey, listen, I didn't know I needed to check in, and by the way, just for the record, I don't need to check in, so I'll forget you made this call.
But I really think true, healthy, good relationships, you don't...
Yeah, maybe that call never happens. I don't disagree with that, Terry.
Right.
But if it does happen, I'm just saying, I just don't want to hear the guy, like I'm hearing too many times, I didn't realize. Yeah, I'll be right there.
I know a guy that
Sorry, dear.
I know a guy that has child locks on his computer so he can't visit porn sites. His wife installed the software.
Oh, that is just...
Well, that's a little out of control.
Who paid for it?
At his own home, which is... at least half his, Terry. You're telling me, as an adult male, he doesn't have the right, if he chooses to, in making a grown-up decision, going to see a porn site because his wife thinks that's some kind of violation of their marriage?
Well, but the thing is that you know who you married both, right?
90% of my life would be over.
Yeah, he's like, well, I don't really want to rock the boat, you know.
There's a compromise.
I don't even want to ask you who it is. I didn't want to ask you who it is.
No, you don't want to know.
Because if I find out who it is, I'll call him right now and tell him just to slit his own throat.
Yeah.
Do himself a favor.
Yeah.
You're telling me that there's a guy out there who's in a marriage, who claims he's in a happy marriage, and yet his wife doesn't think enough of him to allow him, if he feels the need, to go to some kind of porn site, which is like... I don't know what percent of the internet world altogether, but a nice percentage.
5.
As an adult male, he doesn't have the right to go to a porn site because his wife put blockers on his own computer.
That is what I'm telling you. Hey, it's not a battle he's willing to fight. What do I care?
Do they have children? At least
they do not have children.
Wow.
I was going to say, at least tell me they have children so that somewhat it can be justified as to why there are these parental locks on there.
If you had a 9-year-old, I get it. Nope.
It's just him and her.
Him and her. Can't go to porn sites.
But she knew that he was like that, right? When they got married?
What? No, he hid it from her, the whole relationship.
The whole relationship?
Yep.
Oh,
he used to call me and say, hey, my girlfriend's coming over, dude. Go to my room, take the tape out of the VCR and hide it, will you please?
See?
He's going to be there at like 1.
And he explains to you that he has this inability to go to porn sites.
Yes.
And he makes it like, well, I mean, it's a give and take, this marriage thing. And
he doesn't know I found out about it. She told me. He wasn't prepared to give me the info on that.
But
well,
he's
then, you know what?
But you
That's
never told him that you know?
Oh, of course I told him. I'm like,
what? You just said he doesn't know that I know about it.
Well, he didn't know that he didn't volunteer the info until I asked him about it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And on top of that, she embarrassed him like that.
She loves it.
By telling the world.
But that's his own fault for never being honest and going through
you at least recognize, Terry, that is... I mean, lifetime membership to the Pussification of Men Club, Terry.
Yeah, right there.
But Terry's right. You have to show people who give me a little bit of your true colors when you're dating.
You have to.
Like my wife knows I do it, but she doesn't know the level of patheticism that goes along with it.
Right, but at least she's not surprised. And she's not like...
When you hear the garage door going up, how you're scrambling in the house?
Yeah, she doesn't know that I'm running around, pants around my ankles looking for a towel. Doesn't know that.
But
okay,
this shirt will do. Yeah, she probably gets
Why are you shirtless?
idea.
Don't ask.
You take off your shirt?
Well, if I don't have a towel, I'm in a rush. I take my shirt off and use that.
Pull it up.
Oh, gross.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But again.
I just nut on it.
I do it shirtless every day.
Throw that, just rub it together and throw it in the hamper.
Clean it.
But again, that kind of stuff he deserves then because he wasn't true to her and explain, at least give her any idea.
He doesn't deserve any of that. There's no way.
He does.
There's no way the words out of your mouth can be saying he deserves this. There's no way that those words could be leaving your mouth. There's no way an adult male who is a mature enough person to make his own decisions and should have some sense of individuality that if he wants to go to a porn site, he should have the ability to go to it.
But you know what? If he knows that the person that he's with, engaged to, whatever, is not really big into that.
You know what? Any woman, I don't care if you're not big into that. Doesn't mean you have to be big into that. He has the right if he wants to. Any woman, and I'm sure she's not alone, this woman that you're speaking of that put the parental locks on the home computer. Any woman,
she got it from a friend,
any woman who's saying to themselves, oh yeah, that's me too. I put locks on our home computer so my husband can't go to porn sites. Maybe if you have kids, you can rationalize it.
Right.
But if you're in the same boat where there are no kids in your home and you've put child locks on your computer so that your husband can't go to pornography sites, you should be ashamed of yourself. As a woman, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. And it speaks more volumes about the fragile nature of your marriage than it does anything. Because if you can't trust your husband to not go to sites to such a degree that you'll be so bothered if he does that you have to put locks on it, what does that say about your marriage and you?
What
you
does it say about
ashamed of yourself?
What does that say about the marriage from the get-go when your husband hid it from you the entire time?
Doesn't
and had
mean
no
he's going
idea.
to go if you don't put parental locks on there. But the fact that, he's not allowed to go.
How about that was a sad day, saddling up to the old keyboard, shirtless, boxers on. KUBE.com. Here I come.
And then realizing that there are locks on there that you can't go. I mean, he can't disengage the locks.
That's what I said. I mean, it's your computer, can't you? But it's like passwords and all kinds of crap.
That is insulting. That is so insulting.
Unbelievable.
That is treating your husband as if he's an infant.
I ripped him pretty hard for it, but he wasn't interested in talking about it. And, he feels...
Of course. Why would he be interested in talking about it? Oh, yeah, let's go on with this for another hour, please.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he definitely...
Yeah, no, totally.
I mean, no matter how much you talk to him, he doesn't...
He just tries to not acknowledge it.
Yeah, he just moves on with
tries
his
to
life.
make it like it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal, not prepared to rock the boat at that level.
It's either that or just absolutely address the fact that he's miserable over it. And that he's being treated like an infant.
And she wonders why he bought a laptop for Christmas. Oops.
Jeez.
Got the wireless router.
It reflects way more on her than it does him, even though she's made his existence a miserable one. She should be absolutely 100% ashamed of herself and her marriage. And no one should envy a woman who's doing such things.
She gets a kick out of it deep down, I think. I think she kind of likes it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
One woman wouldn't feel like the ultimate power to have such control.
She says, well, what do you need those sites for? Well, you have me.
You have me. Anytime you want to see a naked woman, here I am.
Yep. Again. Yep.
Unbelievable.
It's great.
But and
how much he's missing out on over the past couple of years. Just over the past couple of years, Terry, all these free porn clip sites have come out like crazy, and this guy doesn't even know it. Mm. He's been in hibernation.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Again, what is the big deal about porn? Just out of curiosity.
Absolutely ashamed.
I mean, why is it such a
and you have a husband, Terry, that may not opt to go to as many porn sites as I do.
Right.
But you're not putting parental locks on there so that he doesn't have the ability, if for some reason on a given day, maybe 2 months from Tuesday, he decides to go to a porn site. If he wants to, he can go. He's an adult.
He is, and he has his own...
looks just like the girl I saw at the coffee shop. I know I can make it happen.
And then because he liked it on the day he went 2 months from Tuesday, he decides to go 2 months from Wednesday, too.
Oh, it's no...
And then twice on 2 months from Thursday.
Again, why is it so important?
6 months from Friday. Wow. And then before you know it, would you like to contact this woman? Yes!
It's a touchy selfie weekend.
Oh, God.
And that's how it usually works, Terry.
I always want to contact that woman.
Well, because she wants to contact you. Doesn't she convince you that you're the one?
I'm almost begging you not to tell me who this is, because I will absolutely go off the deep end here.
I will not.
I kind of want to know.
I hope I don't know the person.
I will not tell you.
Do I know the person?
I will not tell you.
Here, write it down.
You do not.
I don't know the person?
Are you sure he doesn't?
Yeah. It's a good thing.
He didn't meet him?
I mean, you guys have been in the same room at one point.
But I don't really know him.
You wouldn't know him if I said his name or showed you a picture. No.
Yeah, I don't really know those people.
John Clayton. No, it's not.
Clayton. I mean, to go to porn site.
No, unless Bill Parcells is doing an interview on there, he's not interested.
All right, so you have an article that eventually...
Obviously, you guys are not interested.
What was the title again here, Terry?
4 things women should look for in the guy they want to marry.
All right, run them down.
He compliments you socially.
I thought it was compliments you financially or whatever it was.
That is one, too. I just said
he compliments you socially,
yes.
and this again is just a figurative sense of the term. He doesn't really compliment you, say, "Oh, you look great tonight, dear. Wow, I've never seen a woman look so good in the club here with me."
No. More like, if he's the party animal, then he's not, and you're not, then you're not socially, on the same picture.
So you shouldn't be marrying someone who needs to go to the club unless you're going to go, well, I don't think even...
Well, just, you guys kind of are on the same wavelength when it comes to social situations.
And I once said, just because you get married doesn't mean you have to rule out your ladies' nights altogether. But more than like once a month...
Right.
If you're like doing, it's ladies' night again. Sorry, hubby. Like he really cares. If you're doing that every weekend, then maybe you shouldn't have gotten married.
Right. But it's the same for him. If you're hooked up with a guy who that's his deal, then he's not ready and he's not on the same wavelength.
If your husband's going to be going out every night, it's going to bother you, obviously.
Right.
If he has this need to feel like he knows what's going on out there, then you have to marry someone socially compatible. And unless you're going to be doing your thing when he's going out, and that's cool with you guys, then you're not socially compatible. You're not complimenting each other socially. So marry the male or female version of yourself, basically.
All right. Yeah. Boy, I feel sorry for me.
Well, when it comes to that.
Okay.
Make sure you're on the same page.
Socially, when it comes to...
socially.
Okay.
Yeah. But then again, if you're the introvert kind of person, you kind of need a wife. Let's say a male is kind of shy, and if he marries the wrong woman, could spend the rest of his life just sitting on the couch watching TV with his hand down his pants. He needs a woman that's going to throw him out there a little bit and take him to social places, and so they don't...
Sure, but again,
he's not a homebody the rest of his days, Terry.
Right, I understand.
My dad would watch TV 24/7 if my mom didn't drag him everywhere.
Yeah.
He's totally at ease and comfortable in his life watching television.
I don't like crowds.
But my mom takes him to movies. He wouldn't even go to movies. My mom takes him to dinners and stuff, and he needs that.
I dread to think what I would be like if I wasn't married. If I was just single, living at home by myself, I wouldn't shower, I wouldn't do dishes, I wouldn't do anything.
That's why married men actually live longer than single guys do, health-wise and everything, because, you do. You have somebody basically nagging at you and taking care of you.
So you're admitting women are naggy, huh? All right.
Woohoo!
Luckily for you guys.
Yeah, whatever. Give me more of the list. What do you got?
He's on the same page as you sexually.
Same page sexually?
Yes.
Oh, you like sex too? Oh, cool.
Well, prime example.
Wow. What does that mean on the same page sexually?
Well, I mean, if you like to do S&M and she doesn't...
Oh, you like guys? I like guys too.
Oh, right, my soulmate.
I don't get this stupid list.
Well, it makes sense.
A stupid list on the same page sexually.
Well, don't you kind of have to be? I mean, what if, you get together with somebody
I don't want to press my luck here, but do you like doggy style? You do.
Well, there you go.
In...
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or what if you don't want to be with some really freaky guy if you're not comfortable with being freaky yourself?
Why not? Shake your foundation.
Because then he's not going to be satisfied and you're going to be uncomfortable all the time because he's going to be pushing you to do freaky stuff that you don't want to do. No, I don't want that there.
Wow, that where? Oh, there?
Yes,
okay.
or that thing anywhere.
Oh.
That's weird, because Kobe Ty likes it.
So are you saying you're not going to give me the rusty trombone there? Is that what you're saying?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
You do want to know.
You do want to know.
No, I don't.
Terry, you want to know?
No. Tell me. You guys and your little
How about I break you in slowly? You want to know what the chicken cutlet is, Terry?
No.
You don't know the chicken cutlet?
I don't want to know any of your crazy
I'll tell you what.
crap,
why don't we throw that to the Terry Cam people? The first one who could tell me in Terry Cam land what the chicken cutlet is.
Oh my God!
Because I can't. That's the kind of question I can't air on the air either. Not the question I was going to go with, but I'm changing on the fly here. The first one who in Terrycam can tell me, who can successfully tell me, at Hot Shots overlooking right now over Terry's shoulder. The first one, because you know what it is, right?
Of course, Terry's going to get one if she doesn't move over.
The first one.
I don't know.
Well, you may not know the way you just said that.
Don't let my comments get in the way of what you may think it is. Just answer the way you thought it was. I do, yes.
Okay, the first one who can tell me.
Okay, I'll let
Terry, do you want to take any guesses?
No, I really
think of what. Try to visualize and rationalize what it could be in your head.
Somebody nailed it.
What is a chicken cutlet? I mean, in its truest, most the way you make it in your kitchen, Terry. Forget sexually. What is the chicken cutlet? What do you do to it? Come on.
A breaded piece of chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
Question for you here.
All right. Well, that should help you along in answering this question.
So your breast is breaded?
No.
Get out of here.
But you're a little warmer than
I don't even want to know.
You were before we started breaking this down for you a little bit.
This guy definitely copied and pasted it. So does that count?
He copied and pasted it from some website?
Yes. He was first, but he pasted it.
But he's got it right.
It's a summertime move. I mean, he didn't write like that. Yes, he got it. He nailed it.
But he has to call, right?
No, he can't call.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Chat name, right?
Kurt Hennig is on Terry Camp.
I wish.
God rest his soul. Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. That's right. Should we give Mr. Perfect the gift card, even though he went to a website and cut and pasted it, Terry? What do you think? Are you reading what he cut and pasted?
I can't because now everybody and their dog is trying to... I mean, it's just rolling like crazy.
Well, let me just tell you, I can clean it up for you. Well, actually, it's pretty clean in itself.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you're on the beach.
Do you have to be on the beach?
I think you do.
All right, you
can be in a sandbox, I guess. And you're making love.
Is sand part of it?
Yes.
Is what I'm asking.
Yes.
All right.
You're making love.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
You're having dirty sex.
No, you're making love, Terry. You're having sex on the beach. And it falls out.
I'm sorry.
And then you don't brush it off before putting it in. Winner!
Do you want to hear his definition?
Does he have it right?
Yeah, but the words are kind of funny for some reason. You know, it's a summertime move on the beach in which, during intercourse, the male breads his hog.
All right, thank you.
Oh, sorry. Breads his hog.
You don't purposefully bread your hog. It happens by accident.
Yeah.
Why would you purposefully bread your hog?
Look, it's getting breaded.
All right. It gets breaded by... All right. Anyway.
Either way, it gets... Yeah.
It doesn't stop you from heading back in.
No.
That's... Yeah.
Oh, well.
Why are you all shriveled up in a ball now, Terry?
Oh, man.
You're in the fetal position,
people.
basically. What people?
You.
This is summertime
Twisted.
love. Not twisted.
Dirty.
Since when is love? Since when is making love on a beach sick and twisted, Terry?
Getting your thing all breaded? Yeah.
My gosh, you want to turn this world into some little dirty cesspool? That's
why
your
do you have
business.
to come up with just?
It's a cute little name. That's all. I don't know what your problem is.
It definitely makes you look at the actual meal differently now.
Now you can't even eat the meal?
I'm not even making it.
Come on, it ain't that bad. Like you ever made it before?
I have.
You send out.
Oh, no, I don't.
All right, I got you.
I know, we're so late.
Don't worry. I got a what? What do you want to play? He wants to play a song so bad right here. What do you want to play?
Perfect.
All right, find it for me.
Perfect for Mr. Perfect?
We don't have it?
Oh,
Okay, don't worry about that. We did have it. I saw it. Anyway.
Why come up with cute little...
It's called Summer Nights. Get it up.
No.
I barely knew the name of the song.
For Summer Lovin'.
What do I know?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, the next break is going to be about a 30-second segment.
Very worth it.
But it's going to be so worth it.
Gosh, you guys.
Summer Nights. There you go. Terry, how can you say? How can you say that any kind of lovemaking in the summertime? I have not made it dirty. I have not ruined any song or any delicacies.
Yes, you have.
Oh, so worth it.
I met a girl.
Awesome.
Crazy for me.
And I gave her the chicken cutlet.
And I got the chicken cutlet. Summer days drifting away.
Don't make me tell you what the rusty trombone is.
Is there a song about that?
You don't want to know what song we have prepared for that. That Mr. Perfect is on the line, Terry.
Oh,
hoping he can claim his prize.
Goody.
I got some interesting calls waiting on the line. Amongst them,
yes.
And there's not much time in this segment to deal with this, perhaps, but I have a woman named Michelle on the line who, and this is going to be a touchy subject, I'm sure, in some people's minds. She had an unwanted pregnancy situation happen, went and got an abortion, and just found out, lo and behold, Terry, that she's still pregnant. What? I've never heard of such a thing. Have you ever heard of such a thing, Terry?
I have never, no.
Usually, once you make the decision and it's done, you really can get it out of your mind if you're capable of doing so, but not because it didn't take.
I like to sit with the surgeon and say, what exactly did you do for an hour, Chief?
Right.
Oh, we give you liposuction.
Oh, well, that's great. And my hips would never looked better.
Mm-hmm. I've never... Well, let me punch her up here. Michelle, am I getting the story right or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
You went in and got an abortion and just found out. How long ago did you go for the procedure?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. And how long ago did you find out that you're still pregnant?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Well, I hope you still have your receipt.
That's always, they always want that when you go back. And we're going to only give you store credit, by the way. We're not giving you cash.
Yeah, store credit.
For your daughter down the road.
Michelle, how did such a thing, do you believe, did you just go to such a low-rent kind of clinic that they just botched it? I mean, what could have happened? It's pretty cut and
I've had this doctor for about 5 years. I've had this doctor.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old little girl. He delivered my daughter, and in January I found out I was pregnant and decided it wasn't the right time. So in March I had the procedure done, and yesterday I found out that I was still pregnant, in fact, about 20 weeks.
Yeah, we got that part, but how do we arrive to the point where you went in and your doctor that you've been loyal to as far as him being your gynecologist, I guess, for 5 years, and you felt like he was a quality physician. How does he give you an abortion and then you find out you're still pregnant? I still don't understand. What went wrong?
The explanation that he gave to me...
I'm still here.
Was that I was pregnant with twins. And
pregnant with twins. Oh, wait. Now this makes some sense. She was pregnant with, at least this is the way the doctor's explaining it. She was pregnant with twins, and he took out one, but didn't realize there was a second. Is that possible?
That doesn't. I'm sure it is possible, but
in this
he's
early
not very
stage,
thorough.
in this early stage, has the embryo even split or what?
Well, yeah, it's not always an embryo splitting. You can have two separate eggs.
Right.
And that's how he's explaining. He took out the egg that he thought was the only...
Yeah, he must have
this
missed.
ain't no 2-for-1 Tuesday around here. Come back with another $600.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just a new storyline of the thing that wouldn't leave.
Yeah, and
anyway.
if the little thing finds out, he's going to be pissed.
Wow, what if this is like some new revenge of the fetus kind of way of the future? And maybe those who believed in the anti-abortion world are gonna like have this now on their side, that sometimes they come back not just to haunt you, but it just won't. I don't know. It's like you live being aborted. Yeah.
But
that rationale, that medical excuse doesn't make sense, or does it?
Well, I mean, but
do you believe it, Michelle? When he told you that, were you buying it or what?
I was sort of in a state of shock.
Has anyone ever heard of such a thing? Did he tell you about other situations where this happened?
He said in 30 years of his medical experiences, this is the first. And I just sort of looked at him and was like,
"Lucky you!"
Did you? I mean, you're hearing the heartbeat and all that stuff?
Yeah, everything. He said the baby is very active, very healthy. He showed me the...
Now, obviously, you were in the pro-choice world ahead of this.
Well, she has a child already.
Yeah, but she was she believed in abortion when a lot of people still to this day don't. I'm wondering if this kind of information that you got after you went in for an abortion and now found out you're still pregnant, does this make you think, okay, I got to keep this child? There's something special about
she's past
about this situation. Well, maybe not. She's 20 weeks along.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you're going to keep the child now, but let's say you still had the ability to abort the child, and I guess there are late-term abortions. I don't know if this falls under those categories. I don't really know much about that. But anyway, let's say you still were capable of aborting the child, but based on what happened to you here, would you now second-guess that decision? Would you now go ahead and have the child even if you could have the abortion still, or what?
Yes.
You would have the child?
Yes.
Because of this situation?
Yeah.
I would have to think that there's got to be something special waiting in the wings here. Not that there isn't always something special with it when it comes to a child.
It's a sign, though. I see what you're saying.
It's like a sign. Are you kidding me?
But it's
I've never heard of
interesting that her doctor, who,
my brother turned out to be a loser.
Missed
the word.
Missed the child. I mean,
what's their take? Like, are they going to make good on it if you want, or like, are they going to?
Yeah, what's his explanation?
He said he got one, but not the second one.
But
can he prove to you that?
Don't you? I'm no doctor, but don't you go up there and clean it out? Like, make sure there's nothing left.
I never heard of it. All right.
And by the way, like, this is coming nasty. When you get an abortion, how big is it? Like, what are we talking about? Like a rice?
Well, it depends how early or how into the pregnancy you are. I mean,
all right.
A lot of times it is just like
is it missable?
Seed of rice. I've never heard of it. Please keep us posted on how this all works out for you, because there could be a very special, as I said, not that they're all not special, Terry, but this one could be an extra special child on the way. At least it makes you think, huh?
Yep.
No? Maybe?
I'm with you.
The T-Man Show.